welcome. Oh, excuse me. Welcome, everybody. I had a good swig of Pepsi Max just before, and 12 hours late. Yeah, 10. I guess, yeah. Well, we did the early one. Was it last time we did the early one, or did we go crazy late last time?
No, we went crazy. We went until 3 in the morning last time.
So we've got a rule tonight, two hours, but we'll see how we go with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome, folks. Welcome, Jamal. How you doing, mate?
Jamal, yeah, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well.
Beck. Is it Beck Clouder? Is that how we're supposed to say that, or just Beck? I'm not too sure. Jamal, welcome. Oh, sorry, that's John. Sorry, mate. And Dylan, welcome. All right. We're going to have a chat, take some questions, have a jam, a regular sort of evening thing that we do.
That's right. They call it entertainment.
Yeah. So hopefully the volume levels are all good too. If there's any issues, just let us know. So yeah, I was just talking to Rick before about that Fender video that I put up earlier. And I went back over the years, like 10 years of live playing. And I just realized how little my tone has changed in the last 10 years. You know, I think when you get an idea in your head of, even longer, maybe 15 years, I think when you get an idea of what you like, it all sort of starts to sound the same, irrespective of the amp. I want to get your thoughts on that, Rick, because I listened to all of those clips back to back, and I was like, all the tones sound pretty much the same, irrespective of the guitar, irrespective of the amp. Even if I use the Marshall, it's similar. You know, there's differences in it, subtle differences, obviously, but it started to make me think, I've just wasted so much money on amps. It all sounds the same. So, yeah.
What were you going to spend the money on anyway? Come on.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah. Who needs a house?
Yeah, gosh. No, I think there's, maybe there's not huge changes in the tone, but I think the tone of your gear affects how you play. There's definitely been changes in your playing. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, thanks,
no
man.
doubt about it. Yeah.
I think you're right. Like the Super Reverb ignited a different type of playing, and there is that inspiration behind the tone. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Listening to this compared to the Tone Master up against the rest of them, I thought it sounded pretty close, pretty great. And it wasn't a backbreaker. So yeah.
Well, that's a deal. That's a deal breaker, man. I think that's pretty good.
Welcome, Dylan. You also asked a question before. Do either of you use looper pedals much? You know, I used to use them only when they were. Actually, I bought one. I bought the first one that I actually paid for was the Boss RC30, which was a little overcomplicated for what I wanted, but it's probably still one of the better ones. What about? Did you ever mess with those, Rick?
Oh yeah, I've had a couple of loopers, and there was a looper in the Mustang. And
of course.
But it always just used to layer into this mush, and then I always make a mistake about the third time through, and then you just keep hearing that mistake, and you layer on top of that mistake. So
yeah.
I'm definitely in so many different ways. I'm no Ed Sheeran. He can play a whole gig to, a 20,000 seat arena just with a looper and an acoustic guitar, and it's that sort of massive ginger energy he's got that must do something to it, but.
Have you ever seen that Burnt Hoff guy, or I can't remember his first name, but I think he's German or something. He's like the king of. He looks like he's got a really square jaw, sort of hipster hairstyle, but one of the best looper players I've ever heard. Burnt Hoff, I think you pronounce his name, something like that.
No,
he's
I'll check
unbelievably
it out,
good. Yeah, he's super cool. They're great songwriting tools because you can lay down a chord progression and kind of noodle.
Yeah.
And then sort of see if it works.
Let's get into that.
Hey, Beck, thank you.
Beck already.
So glad the Mustang made your list. Reason I found your channel. Man, those original Mustangs were great. Well, not the originals. They were fine, but the version 2s. Going back over those videos, I put a little clip of us doing an A-B between your... I think it was the bass... No, not the Bassman. What was that, Tweed amp?
Eric Clapton? Oh, the...
What's that
the
called?
Bandmaster.
Yeah,
the 310.
Yeah. And how close some of those tones were in the room. I remember just like the small amp I had was like we couldn't hear the difference between that and your old Eric Clapton. You know, it may have felt
Nah, that was
slightly
awful.
different, but
So embarrassing.
yeah. Hey, but thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to put that in there. I still think it's one of the best modeling amps of all time. It's one of the only ones I've still heard to this day that has this big full sound, and yeah, it's super cool. We've got Tony from the UK. Welcome. We've got Tony C as well here. Morning from the US. Any other Tonys in here? We've got Kenneth Kennedy. Welcome. All right.
We had someone from Tom G from Niagara Falls.
Oh, I must have missed a few here. Oh, there we go.
That's
yeah,
a beautiful
yeah,
part of the world. Tom, when we lived in Toronto, I used to drive down to Niagara Falls just about every other weekend, and I'll never forget my kids saying, "Oh, I'm not going to Niagara Falls again." Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, I bet. I haven't been there before, but
man.
yeah, I got to check it out.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Thanks, Chopper. Hope you're doing well, mate. It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
People.
No politics tonight.
Nah.
We're
I've already had my rant
raw.
off camera to Rick, so we're done. Hey, we got is it
Oh, yes.
Bipul from Bangladesh. Welcome, mate.
Yeah, Bipul's joined before. Lovely to have you back, mate.
If anyone has any questions about the gear or whatever, I'm trying a different rig tonight. I'm using the Tonemaster Twin with my pedal board. I thought I'd try something other than the Kemper. I've been so lazy with the Kemper, I haven't made any new profiles or anything, so that's with the Maxon Apex on.
Just on the edge.
Yeah, that's just with the volume right at the right spot.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about that reverb too. I really dig it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very, very natural. I can't believe it's not a spring reverb.
Yeah. Hey, Krenna, welcome, mate. Welcome back. Are you guys waiting for the stream? How's it going? Awesome stuff. Hope you're well. All right, we'll do a few more shout-outs here. So, it's been a week, Rick, since we did this. So, what's new in your guitar collection or amp collection? Or what else have you ordered online? We've got to get to that as well.
No, look, it's been relatively quiet. I was talking to Landon
Cool.
the other day, and he's having a big sellout. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really made me think, mate, I need to do that too.
I did that.
But-
What was it? Early in the year?
Yeah.
I think I did a purchase. It's the best feeling, mate. Get rid of, you can't see it, but I got a box behind me of something that's going to go pretty shortly too. So
Oh, yeah? Pray tell. What's that?
I'm going to flip the katana.
Are you?
Yeah, one more video, and then I'm done. I'm going
Wow,
to just stick
okay.
with this guy. I much prefer it. Look,
Yeah.
the katanas are great for the right person. I'm not the target audience, I don't think. But yeah, I can't really see myself taking it over any of my others out of the house. It's a good little amp to have for home stuff,
Yeah.
but I got a couple of little practice amps already, and I don't know if I really need it. It just gets used on 1 watt all the time, so
Yeah.
But,
No, fair enough.
yeah.
Bipples asked a question. Is it okay to buy 166-pound guitar? That's a bloody heavy guitar, mate. Sorry. No, what is it? Fender CD 60S. 370 pound in my country.
106. Oh, is that in their currency? Is that what that is?
Yeah. I guess so.
I don't know what CD 60s is. Oh, maybe maybe you meant classic vibe. Is that right?
Not sure. Can you
yeah,
type
I'm not too
again,
sure.
Bipple? And so, I mean, 166 to 370, that's a decent markup. That's
Yeah.
well over double.
Yeah.
Far
Oh,
out.
he's saying it's too expensive below that. But yeah, it's if it's too expensive, see if you can find it on the used market. That's always a good place
Yeah.
to start. You might have more.
Or if you're a lefty, Bipple, just hit up Shane. He'll sell you something awesome.
yeah. What has Baker made you buy this week?
Nothing.
Any new,
I made Baker bust out his wah after our last effort, So
Yeah.
we got him going, didn't we?
I should have plugged mine in. Welcome, Ricky. Thanks for joining in. We've got Simon. How you doing, mate? Welcome back. Todd. Awesome stuff. Oh, you got... He's from West Virginia. Awesome stuff. It seems like the... I sometimes translate the videos into other languages, and it looks like we've got some more people from Europe and India as well, because I do subtitles in those languages now too. So, yeah, awesome. It's good to have everybody here. Unfortunately, do you speak any other languages, Rick?
Not fluently. I've got enough language to get into trouble.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just rely on the good translator tools.
Yeah, no, good point. We've got Double Deuce from Ireland. How you doing? We've had another gentleman from Ireland in our last... Oh, my gosh. I've forgotten his name, though. Seems like a very lovely chap.
Oh, I can't remember. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people there. Last stream we did for 4 hours, we had, I think, over 1,000 people come and go. So,
yeah,
some huge amount of people.
It's crazy.
Here we go. The Katana is the only amp I own. I don't know any better. I've never played a tube amp. And it's also dependent on what you need. And, if you're playing at home, it's the perfect amp. It really is. It's a great amp for that. So, you'll probably get more use out of that than, like a valve amp that you have to turn up to a point that's going to kill everybody. So, yeah, I still stand by they're a good practice amp. Absolutely. There we go. Tony C says, speaking of wires, I need to buy a new one as I need to give back my friends. Morley Power Wire. What do you recommend? My favorite Dunlop one is the GCB 95F. I've had a few different Dunlops, and I'll type it in. GCB 95F. For me, this is the best one. It's got this chip that sounds a little bit more mellow. I find the traditional Dunlop ones a little too bright for what I like, but a lot of people also love the Vox ones as well, but I haven't owned the good one. But what do you use, Rick?
I've got a full tone Collide, and it's fine. It's okay, but it's as heavy as all get out, And I when I put it in my gear bag, which already weighs a ton, it's just a whole other sort of world of pain. I think if I had to replace it, I'd go for either a Dunlop or possibly a Tees. Tees make great wires too, so that's what I'd probably go for, I would think.
And if you want to go to the top, in my opinion anyway, Jam Pedals make the best one I've ever played.
The Wacko, it's called.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called? I could never pronounce that.
It's got an awesome psychedelic paint job, and those guys are just the bomb. They're awesome.
There is an equivalent in it from the Crybaby one. It also comes... I think the Buddy Guy one's got different positions on it, right? Is that right? The Buddy Guy wire?
Oh, I'm not sure, but the Buddy Guy one makes you play this lick.
It's the best lick ever. I can play that one too. Ready?
No, that was wrong. That's it. That's the lick, man.
Awesome. I like your little cat going crazy avatar there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ricky says, sold my Katana for the artist Tweed. Don't need effects. I'm on board. Very happy. It's great, man. I love mine. It's a great, fun little amp that is plenty loud if you need it to be. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be my small amp if I ever need to, take it to somewhere and use it. It's been fantastic. I mean, I've been using it, well, before the lockdown, I was using that amp a lot. Bloom says you're going to celebrate 150k subs with a new guitar. The strange thing is, I don't really feel... Well, there's a secret one in the works, but it's coming out for a video, so I feel pretty fortunate there. But that might be enough of a
come on
guitar gift. But
spill the beans, man. Come on.
Nah, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to be in... I don't want any third-party opinions on the brand or the model before it turns up, because it's nothing I've ever played or even picked up before, and I'm really keen on seeing what they're like. But yeah, I don't really feel like there's anything that I go, oh, I've got to have that guitar right now. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Yeah, I don't know. What about you, Rick? Is there anything that's still catching your eye now that you're getting a guitar every fortnight?
Well, yeah, Mr. Baker continues to just mess with my head. He's definitely got inside my head. He said, well, now you've got 58, 59. You need probably 57 and 56. So, no, it's just crazy. Something's got to give.
Is there even a 57 Les Paul?
Yeah, 57 like a gold top.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had the 56 one.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Cool. With the P90s.
Greetings from Far East Korea. Far out, I can't even talk. Far East awesome. Korea. There we go, very cool.
From the Far East.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, unfortunately. They say Korean's one of the top 3 hardest languages to learn.
Ah.
Yeah, Norwegian, I think is... Icelandic, is like impossible. Followed by Korean is supposedly the next hardest one if you're coming from any other language. It's completely different. So.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard. I don't know how true that is.
Todd Steele, you maniac. Thank you, mate.
Oh, thanks, man. Far
September
out.
subscription fees. I broke out the Moore GE200 this weekend. Forgot how good it was for the price. Yeah. Awesome. That's severe.
Saturday was the Les Paul Classic, and Sunday was the 60 Strat. Man, that's some nice gear. That's great. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the support, mate. Thanks everyone for joining in the live streams and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. But you don't have to super chat. But I try to put all the money back into the channel one way or another, so keeps it growing, keeps it getting better. Yeah, so thank you. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. What guitars is that? Is that your Strat, the 60 Strat in the picture there?
Looks like it.
It could be, yeah, very cool. That almost looks like an original one with the sort of old looking pickups. Yeah. Thanks again, mate. Yeah, you're way too generous. Thank you. Oh, you know what? That lamp that's in that picture, mine broke ages ago. I've been looking for another one of those guitar LEDs. So if anyone out there knows where to get them from at a decent price, please let me know. I need to get another one of those. They're super cool. Just says, just got my Rod McQueen slider pickups in my Strat. Killer. I haven't heard of those before, but yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying them. That's super cool.
Yeah, there's good vibe about the slider pickups, definitely.
Will I review the Court G290 Fat? I'd like to do more Court stuff coming up because they're great for what you pay and all that, but there's not a lot of lefties. But hopefully at some point, absolutely. DMS, welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. How much variation can you get before you're just buying the same Les Paul again? There you go, Rick. Hey,
it's amazing. It's amazing, John, but, if you can't hear it, then that's okay. No, I don't know is the short answer.
The colours is enough of a justification, right? Are the hard cases the same? Do you get the same, like, pink interior? You do? Okay. Do they weigh 100 kilos as well, the hard cases? They're so heavy.
They're pretty stinking heavy, actually, I'd have to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill from DC's back. G'day, Bill.
Oh, awesome.
But no more super chatting tonight, mate. You have contributed way too much, especially for what you get.
People are going to get banned for supporting the channel. That's the new rule. Awesome. Welcome, mate.
Esquire says us out, Landon. Watch this space, Landon.
Sorry, there you go. Yeah. Do you see those photos I sent you from my friend in Israel?
Yeah, what's the story with that?
It's just a guitar that showed up at the store, and
Oh,
It's how weird is it to not have that neck? It looks I kind of think it looks cool, but it looks stupid at the same time. It's basically a Tally that's an Esquire that has no neck pickup at all. It's just missing. It's like,
yeah.
what do you think of that? What did you sort of
Oh, I
vibe
thought,
you get
man,
off
that's raw and rock and roll, man. I thought it was all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, far out. Okay. Bill. Oh, yeah, we said hello just before. I think you were ahead of me in the chat there, Rick. Sorry. Hope you're well. We got long live rock and roll. Have to keep the groove happening even in these hard times. Yeah, it's sort of like good songwriting times. If you're gonna write some blues, I reckon now's the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been coming up with some stuff lately. It's the first time I've written music in ages, and
Cool.
I was like, oh, yeah, it's good. Something a bit different.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, mate.
Love. Oh, Buzz says, welcome back, mate. I love that photo. Love the missing link Peacock video. Almost sounded like a super smooth fuzz face to me. I had to order one. Very cool. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that pedal's pretty cool. It has that Marshall thing going on, but it just feels great to play. You'll know what I mean when you get one. It doesn't have it doesn't feel. It's got a nice sag to when you play a note and you sort of dig in it. Sort of,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard thing to explain. But
There's that nice natural compression, not too squishy.
Yeah. It feels unreal to play. So you're gonna love it. I was actually pretty shocked when I got it. I was like, oh, hopefully this is. I'm very selective with pedals. That's why I don't do many anymore.
Yeah.
And this
yeah,
this is one I couldn't really find any information on. It looked cool, and I liked the backstory to it. I thought, all right, send it down.
It's a great backstory, and it comes from where's the place?
It's somewhere in Georgia. It's got a
oh, come on.
yeah. I can't remember. Oh, actually, where's the instruction?
Oh, come on. Had such a cool name for the place it came from, and I love the.
Yeah, I was trying to. So I changed the key, and I didn't quite play the melody line, so I knew I'd get away with that. But yeah.
Comes from, mate, I'm gonna have to look it up because it's just gonna drive me mental. What's it called? Missing Link, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll have a look for you, mate. It's
okay.
easier.
'Cause I'm so. Oh dear.
They are from. It doesn't say on their website. Yeah, sorry.
They got
I
such
can't
great.
remember. Someone will let us know.
They've got really good place names, haven't they, in America?
Yeah, it was super cool. It was like grass something or pendergrass or something.
Yeah, pendergrass.
Yeah, pendergrass.
Pendergrass.
Hey, my
Got
photographic
a bit
memory
of heat
outdid
for your
yours that
southern
time,
accent.
mate. Pendergrass. You can't say that.
Pendergrass.
Yeah, it's just that was the way to say it.
Yeah, that's how Eddie Murphy said it. Remember in his classic, Tony Pendergrass.
We've seen the new Seymour Duncan Secret Agent neck pickup for the Esquire. It's a collaboration with Brad Paisley. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it in person. What do you think, Rick?
Well, actually, that's the trick, Crenard, as you probably know. You don't see the pickup. It's under the scratch plate of the Esquire, but it just gives you a neck sound without having the look of a neck pickup. So it's the pickup goes underneath the black scratch plate. Pretty cool. But I still think there's something in the Esquire, just that single pickup. It's something that's definitely on my radar.
Have you tried the new Pepsi Max mango flavor? Can't bring myself to try it. I'm the same. Mango is probably the thing I like least in life. I'm not a mango person at all.
Oh.
I can't stand it. People love it. It's like avocado. You either like it or you don't. And mango for me is like, it's disgusting. Pineapple I'd be good with, but yeah.
You know, Dylan, I got to fess up. The other day, I literally had 12 minutes between my morning session and afternoon session at the clinic, and I just was hanging for a Pepsi Max. So I quickly drove down to the local shop, and I saw something said Pepsi Max in the fridge, so I just grabbed it, went and bought it, got in the car, cracked it open, and went, oh, what's this? It tastes like someone put like sunscreen in Pepsi Max. And it's like,
Yeah. Wow.
It was ordinary, so that was a real rookie error.
I thought it was orange because I just saw the color. I thought, oh, orange Pepsi actually sounds kind of nice. Like, I could imagine that. I picked it up and went, whoa. She goes, a lot of people are doing that.
I should definitely have gone to Specsavers. Oh, man, it was awful. It was terrible.
Saw Michael Palmisano do a breakdown of Tommy Emmanuel's jamming the other day. How idolized is Tommy there? Well, funnily enough, Doc played with him for a while. But Rick was too good, so he had to quit. He just thought,
gave him the sack.
Done with this.
No, Tommy's... Well, you know what? Absolutely is idolised, although I think in America is where he's really made his fame, and he's got the CGP moniker from the late, great Chet Atkins. He's just a phenomenal monster finger picker, just, amongst the best in the world. He's great. So... having said that, I can listen to it for a bit, and then, I don't know, maybe I'm just too intimidated by it, or I just get a bit bored. Sorry, you probably can't say that.
I always say this about Tommy Emmanuel. He's probably the best solo acoustic guitar player, technically. But it gets, after a while, you want a singer, and you want you want more of a... Well, for me, anyway, I can't listen to just straight-up acoustic guitar. After a while, I'm like, all right, where's the drums? Where's the bass?
Yeah.
Give me something else in the vocals.
A bit of that.
But no, he's the best at what... I think he's the best at what he does. Absolutely.
Oh, he's right up there. I mean, there's some monster finger pickers around Nashville, and all over the world. There's amazing things.
Absolutely. I hate mango on principle. It takes the flavour of anything it's in it. I'm sure apple juice with 5% mango still tastes like 100% mango juice. I'm like that with... tomatoes on sandwiches. You put a tomato in there and that's all you can taste. Just ruins everything.
That's quite true.
I don't mind tomatoes in salad, but yeah. Bill says, Shane, your Fender amp video was so good. I went out yesterday and purchased the 65 Princeton Reverb. Awesome stuff. 112 with the Jensen. Man, that's a great amp. What do I think? Jensen speakers are phenomenal. I don't know if there's any Jensens I've used that I don't like. So yeah, the 112 Princeton's are great. I know Landon's got one of those a couple of weeks back. He bought the new jeans covered one. Like that one we used to see here, the one with the dark tweed. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I think he's got the blue Jensen in it. But
oh yeah, it does too. Sorry, yeah.
65. Yeah, because I think the original Princeton has a 10-inch speaker, so a 12 is a good thing, I reckon. 2 10s are pretty cool, but 110, not 100% sold on that. Well done, Bill. Tell you what, mate, cool. Your wife or significant other is going to be not too happy with these two Aussies. We made you go out and buy a tube screamer, and now you've got a 65 Princeton Reverb. But mate, that's fantastic, so good. I can't remember what guitar you play, Bill. If it's
I was going to just suggest something for the next live stream. How about this? If you want to feature your gear showcased on a live stream here, just send us a photo of your amps and guitars or whatever. Yeah. And tell us your username on YouTube, just so I know whose is whose, and then I'll do it. We'll bring it up in the next live stream and showcase everybody's gear. So intheblues@outlook.com if you want to shoot me an email.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see what everyone's using because there's so much good stuff.
Mm.
Here you go. What's your go-to music store in Melbourne? Well, I got a couple that I really like. Sky Music.
Yep.
Casey's Rock Shop. Casey's I was going to before I even moved near it. So it's been a shop I picked up the Katana from and a couple of guitars over the years as well. But amps, I should say, and my last Telecaster. But there's a lot of good ones in Melbourne. We're kind of spoilt for music stores here.
Yeah. Look, I've been going down to Music Junction in Camberwell for, gosh, I hate to say it, probably the best part, nearly 40 years.
Yeah,
And
wow.
yeah, you've been there, haven't you, Shane?
That's where I got my first real amp, my Yorkville Trainer.
Ah, yeah, yeah. They're good guys down there. Really good.
Yeah, they
Been
are
there
good.
forever, man.
I just hate
Yeah,
the parking.
yeah, the park. Yeah, look, everything in Camberwell is. Want to park here for 5 minutes? It'll be $10, please.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just brutal.
yeah,
That junction can be a fun place to try and get through, or it used to be a tough place to get through. It's probably all right now.
yeah, everything's all right now. Michael Rafalo, thanks, mate. Thanks for joining. Any chance of demoing the Soldano SLO 30? Many great blues guys have used Soldanos. Yeah, well, Clapton was using Soldanos back then, and of course Gary Moore
Yeah,
was using the Soldano. So
Knopfler as well, I think, used one.
yes, that's right, absolutely.
Yeah, I love
was.
his Soldano tone with that
Yeah.
Sir, whatever it's called.
Man,
That's so
that
good.
was great.
I almost think that tone goes underrated for Knopfler. Everyone talks about his Strat and the Les Paul tone, but that Soldano with the Sir, is it Pensa
Yeah.
Sir or Sir
Yeah,
Pensa?
Pensa Sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that tone is epic.
It's great.
I love it. Yeah, it's got all the great stuff.
Yeah, it was a great tone, really good. So I don't even know who's bringing in those Soldano SLO 30s.
No, I don't know anyone either.
Seems like a good idea though, because who can use a 100 watt amp? Will we ever be able to play in a room again that you would have a 100 watt amp? Unbelievable. We'll check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to try some, but I don't know anyone that sells them. There you go. I got a deal on a Fender Clapton
What?
Twinilux, one of the great amps I've played next to the standard 65 Princeton Reverb. They're super cool. I put that as an honorable mention at the end of that Flip Fender video because I've heard a few of them sound pretty good. Yours and the
Is that the one I had?
the Twinilux. Oh no, you had the
Tremolux. I think.
Tremolux, but
It was just the
Wayne,
112.
Wayne's got the other
Wayne's got the Twinilux. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And they're cool because you can kind of switch the larger one down to one speaker.
That's right. One speaker.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, that was great.
Yeah, good stuff. That's super cool. What warm-up exercises do you guys do and what types? Chromatic scales or... I take the same approach to guitar playing that I take at the gym. Let's just get straight into it.
Oh, I thought it was take your clothes off and get sweaty.
Oh,
But,
no. I don't really warm. The only time I'll do... Like, if we're doing if we're doing the Basin Festival or something, I'll pick the guitar up well ahead of time and start noodling around just to get my fingers moving. And I just usually do dexterity. Like I'll just kind of do stuff like this to get my fingers going. Just basic stuff like that. It doesn't even have to make sense just to get the fingers kind of,
yeah,
moving,
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do similar things just to get the right and left hand sort of synchronized.
Yeah, I've seen you do that before.
It sounds so shit, doesn't it? But anyway, yeah, just getting the left hand talking to the right hand, and then I probably spend about 20 minutes practicing my guitar faces as well.
Yeah. Usually, once you feel like your hands are warm, it's easy. Especially if you're playing outside. I know that they're the gigs that I struggle the most, just to feel like I'm already warm. So I'll play until I feel like I'm loose, and then it's good. I think a good thing to be conscious of as well is to not play tense with your hands. I find anytime I'm really tense, even in my rhythm hand, things aren't flowing. I've always got to say to myself, relax, like relax your hand and things start to move. But there's, that's pretty much it, I guess, for me at least. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so deluxe guitars have got them,
I just watched the Anderton Santana interview. I didn't even see it pop up. Santana has a Dumble in his living room. Well, he can afford it. He had two multi-platinum albums in the last 15 or 20 years. So
yeah,
cool. A Dumble in the living. Yeah, come on, Rick. What do you reckon the wife would say if you said, "Hey, I just bought an amp and I got a good deal. It was only 90,000."
She'd say, "Bye bye, bye, Felicia."
I used to be a single coil purist, and then I bought a Gibson ES335 and can't seem to dial in a single coil tone I like. Any tips? Yep, get a Telecaster. 335 won't sound much to me like a single coil guitar ever. I could be wrong. I know you can get good, clear tones out of humbuckers when you turn them down, but sometimes you just can't do that. And my old ES335 had exactly that same problem where it was dark all of the time, which is why I swapped to the Tokai. It was just, it didn't have what your Les Paul's got, or even my Tokai now, the Love Rock one. So yeah. Treble bleed might help.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah, treble bleed, but also just make sure you don't have really hot pickups in your guitar. You'll never get a single coil sound out of a hot pickup like a 12, 15K sort of pickup. You need the lower power ones to get that nice chime.
Here we go. All right, cool. I've actually bought some stuff from those guys before.
Have you?
Yeah, online. Yeah, it's a good shop. Well, I haven't been in there, but I know.
Got a good range.
Yeah, they got good stuff.
Yeah. I've got a question from Dougal Dog. Have we had an experience with Music Man or the Cutlass? Mate, we played the Cutlass in Pro Audio Music in Munich. And that was like a beautiful sounding Strat, wasn't it? That cream-coloured one.
Yep.
So that's on the Guitar Search Saturday video, Pro Audio Music. So
yeah,
have a look
Pro
at
Music
that.
Tools, I think it's called.
Pro Music, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a beautiful sound, lovely. They just, Music Man are great guitars. If you want to keep them, they're awesome, but they just don't seem to keep their resale value for some reason.
Yeah, it's like G&L. You know, you kind of buy them because you love them, and then you go to resell them, and you'll get a quarter of
that's right
what they're worth.
And you go, what? But no, the Cutlass is beautiful. Mike Bradley's got a Cutlass. It's lovely. It's got the nice roasted maple neck, and some people can't sort of deal with the 4 and 2 tuner arrangement on the headstock.
Yeah.
But you know, if you can't deal with that, then you got problems. But I reckon they're beautiful guitars, and they sound good, and they're played well. And Steve Lucas has been playing an artist model Music Man forever, and you know, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, they're underrated. I really feel like they make great stuff. And after seeing so many of them all at once, you just go, you know, at that shop. If you're into Music Man, definitely check out that Guitar Search Saturday's episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Krenner says, Santana said something really interesting on Anderton's interview, something like, a vocalist is the best compliment a guitar can ever get. Yeah, well, if you go to a blues jam and someone who actually can sing turns up, it's unreal. Otherwise, it's just 47 minutes of slow blues, guitar noodling. It's, you know, which has its benefits, but I totally agree. Good singer completely changes. Well said.
But I think also the best guitar solos you can sing as well.
Yeah,
they just stick in your head. I think sounding like that's it.
No, I use that one.
But like you know, Derek Truck's his slide tone is like a African American gospel singer. It's just that beautiful vocal quality. So no, I agree. It's that would be a real accolade if people thought that you had a vocal quality to your solo.
Sorry, I misread I misread the. Sorry, yeah, okay. Sounding like a vocalist. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense too. Oh, actually, we'll get to that in a sec. Nick says, using a PRS Silver Sky as my main single coil guitar. Very cool. I haven't played one, but Rick had a chance to test one out. What, it was a while ago now, maybe like
it was
a year and a half ago.
When they first arrived in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they seem to go as soon as they arrive at the store. So I think they're about $3,500 here. So, yeah, I find that a bit prohibitive for what they are. Just in terms of, getting into a Fender product of that.
Look out. Look out, Rick.
Doesn't this guy ever sleep? Come on.
No, he works all non-stop.
He does. He's the hardest working man in rock and roll. So we should do some wah riffs in honour of Robert. I thought that was a great video too, Robert, by the way. And I don't know, all the comments saying, "Oh, it's too distorted and this and that." Mate, make a video. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not like Robert to play with distortion either. So what were they expecting?
No, he's always so clean and plinky.
Yeah, like that other video. Yeah, I was like, clean tone. Who is this guy? I was like that. What video was that? The Esquire one. Maybe he was playing clean. I'm like, something does. This is weird.
What's going on?
Is he Velvet Fuzz. I haven't tried that pedal before, mate. Neither of us are really into the fuzz pedals.
No, absolutely not.
My improvising sounds like scales. I need pentatonics, all shapes, licks, please. Make some videos on it. You know what? There's so many great lessons about how to take that scale and turn it into music. And one of the best ones is Michael Palmisano's one from like 8 years ago or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
He's playing a Marshall. You'll find it. It's unreal. Rather than just playing up and down, he's showing you basic concepts of how you can take those notes and do something with them that sounds a bit more musical. Yeah, that's it. I really do lesson videos like that. I don't enjoy them and I have a hard time explaining them. I do concepts every now and then, but those type of guitar lessons, no one will watch it. It's a waste of time. It might get like 100 views. There's so many great teachers out there already. So check out Texas Blues Alley as well. I mean, he's got lessons aimed at everybody when it comes to beginners, and he's great at what he does. Hey, we've got Fat Philosopher here. Evening, everyone. I've got my cheap whiskey and ready to listen to some blues. All right. Hey, yeah, we might have to do some playing. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Just going back to that pentatonics lesson, at GitCon I met a great guitar player called Simon McBride. Look him up, folks, if you haven't heard of him. He's a PRS endorser, a lovely bloke from Northern Ireland. I think he's from Northern Ireland. Anyway, we made this video that got glitched, so it didn't make it, which is good.
I can't believe it. It's like, out of all the videos, I was like, oh, we lost one.
Mate, he handed my ass to me, that's for sure. It was awesome. But he said, play a blues lick. So I just went, and he said, okay, just change one note in that. So I went, he said, good, change two notes in that. Okay, so I went, oh, sorry. He said, good, that's what you do. So every time when you go, why don't you go and just sort of change it up and just don't do the things that your muscle memory tells you to do. And it was just a good way of sort of thinking about stuff. Don't play the very first thing that comes into your head. Try and just vary it a bit. And I think it was cool.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. That right there, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember someone once said to me, every time you play live, try not to play like yourself. I didn't quite get it, like he meant going through the motions of playing same stuff the same way, which, I think we're all guilty of. But just throwing in those, and it's weird, some nights, I should say, that creative flow is better than others too. You can hear, like you might hit a note that's different, and all of a sudden, hey, now I've got something else I'm hearing that wasn't there before. I like when that happens in the moment. It's super cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So there's our lesson about soloing. That's as good as it's going to get on the In the Blues channel.
Yeah, just Just change it up a bit. Just 1 or 2 notes can make it just a different flavour. That's what you want.
Gold top Les Paul with P90s. I did not know that. Very cool.
Wow.
I do have one more of their guitars coming in late October, I think, but it's not that one. But
What
yeah.
is it?
I can't remember.
Is it like a
Might
Les
be a
Paul
different-
Junior or something?
I think it was I think it's a different 335 from memory, but yeah, I can't remember. It's been like 2 months since I sent that email and vice versa. So
Did you ask them to send you a heavier Telecaster than they sent you last time?
man, that was
If there
was
is such
brutal.
a thing.
I can't remember when I sold that to some guy. I said, "Man, this thing weighs a ton." Or maybe I sent that one. I can't remember who got what guitars, but it's like, get used to that. It's like made of bricks. Guitar Man 45, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I missed. Oh, let me take this one first. Torn between the Towmaster Twin and a 68 Deluxe Reverb. I've owned them both. I'm going with the Twin.
Ooh.
And you know
Depends
why?
where you're playing.
The 68 has a lot of noise compared to the 65.
We're noisy buggers. That's what we do. We make
Nah,
noise.
that white noise will drive him nuts, I reckon. Like, it's just an idle noise. It just makes a lot of noise. And they're, from what I understand, less reliable than the 65s. This is just what I've seen online, too. So
Yeah.
if you're going to get a deluxe reverb, get a 65 one. That would be my suggestion. But
Yep.
if you got your heart set on a 68, they are great. But I owned them both at the same time. I mean, Rick and I did those videos on them years ago. And I
Yeah.
still prefer the 65 in the end.
Yeah.
Visually, the 68s are awesome. Maybe they've fixed those problems too. I don't know. It's been years.
Mate, it's Fender.
Yeah, it's probably just as bad as ever. I watched Dave Simpson where he says he bought a fake Epiphone. Oh man, I missed that video.
What?
And couldn't believe he got fooled. How confident are you that you wouldn't be fooled by a fake? Well, I don't buy anything online usually unless there's no other option, and I'll only buy from shops that I trust. That's it. It's a simple thing. So, it would be pretty. Oh, what's the word? It'd be highly unlikely that the stores we buy stuff from would be selling fakes.
Yeah, dodgy. Yeah.
Look, I bought a lot of guitars from Cash Converters, which is like a used shop,
Like a
for
pawn shop, sort of.
Yeah. Pawn.
Pawn.
Yeah. So, yeah, they probably get a few of those in there from time to time too. And I've definitely seen some fake Charvels and stuff where people have just put stickers on their headstock. I'm like, oh, that's so bad. Like, it's just a knockoff. But yeah, it would be pretty unlikely that I would. I don't think I would get duped unless I was buying it used and I had no idea what it was. Like it was, yeah. That sucks for him, man. I should shoot him a message because that's not good.
Wow. Hope this isn't a fake. It's truth.
It looks fake, mate. Looks like the old Harley Benton one. Remember? No. How's that reverb? Is it a bit much?
No, I can't have too much reverb.
Delay is awesome. Let me scroll down. Hey, thanks Emma. Come on, peeps, hit the like button. Thank you. We've got 104 people here. So if you want your guitar rig featured on the next live stream, shoot us an email at intheblues@outlook.com, and we'll go through some of everybody's stuff. If you're around next week, we'll showcase it. That'd be cool. Is it worth the money to put Gibson 61 SG reissues pickups in an Epiphone SG? Look, if you've already got them, it might be worth doing it, but you sort of got to
Cost
weigh
is
up.
$250.
Oh, itchy nose. Depends where you live too. USD, sorry. Yeah, okay. So it's probably worth almost as much as the guitar. What are they? Probably 300 US or something, I'm tipping. Look, if you love the guitar and it plays well, and it'll actually make a difference. The biggest difference between the Epiphones and the Gibsons are usually the pickup.
Yeah.
The pickups in terms of they got more, they said the Gibson ones sound better. There's the easiest way to put it. They're just a fatter, louder sort of sound with more frequencies overall. It will make a difference. And that's not 100% of the time, but most of the time, if you compare to an Epiphone and a Gibson, you'll hear that difference. But if you're planning on selling it, I wouldn't bother. But if it's a keeper, and you've already got the pickups, maybe.
I mean, decent pickups and pots gives you, I think, probably a better tone and a better roll-off as well. Good quality pots, if you've got some good quality 500k pots, pop them in there, because often in the cheaper guitars, it's where they cut the corners. They put these little alpha pots, these little tiny ones that come out of effect pedals, and putting proper full-size pots in will give you a bit of taper. You can, just get that nice sort of cleanish sort of thing.
I would almost suggest, see if you can find a more cost-effective set of PAFs from somewhere else. You might be able to get a good deal on pickups from a local builder or something like that, rather than spending like $250. Because, I mean, like Rick said, it'll make a huge difference, or it'll make enough of a difference to warrant it. But it's still, if you don't plan on keeping the guitar, don't upgrade it. That would be my suggestion.
You'll have done your day. Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, thanks, man. Always the highlight of my week. Stay safe and the crazy side of the country. Yeah, thanks, mate.
We are. It's how we roll. So Ryan's in Perth, and my daughter was waitressing at this restaurant today that had bottomless beer for Father's Day. She turns up to work at 10:30. There's a queue stretching down the block. All these dudes ready to start drinking beer at 10:30 in the morning. So
when you
Ryan,
said bottomless beer,
hardcore...
when you said bottomless beer, I was thinking, what kind of place is she working at? But all right, now that makes sense. Yeah.
Served by topless jerks.
Yeah.
But we spoke to her before, and they served, oh my gosh, gallons and gallons and gallons of beer. It was unbelievable. So, considering it was a wet, cold, rainy day in Perth, they are hardcore over there. But you know what? They can do that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's time to get out of Victoria.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah,
we're
I got a boat. Maybe I can go to Tassie. We'll just.
You got a boat, man?
No, I don't. I can buy one of those blow-up rafts from Kmart. That'll do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. Cheers, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back in.
Yeah, it's just in Leaderville, Ryan. You should get across there. My daughter, she'll be the loud one.
Yeah, Tone Rider pickups are pretty great.
Yes.
All reports. I haven't tried them all, but the ones that I have tried have been pretty good. So
yeah,
they're a good deal.
PEF style, yeah. Well, stay tuned, folks, in this channel, because something might be happening with PEF style pickups.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I actually took this off and had a look at the wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was far less. It looked cheaper than I imagined on the inside of the. Yeah, I was a little like, oh.
Are they full size pots?
Yeah, they are, but they've got those. The switch is this weird. It looks pretty cheap, so I may actually replace that at the same time. I'm going to try a new set of pickups in here just to see what it sounds like and if it's any better. But I love the sound of this. So worst case scenario, if I put these back in, it'll be without the push-pull pot, which I never, which is this one. I never use it, and I don't like the sound of it. So, see how we go with that.
Absolutely. That'd be good.
There we go. There's a small builder in Chicago that makes anything you want. Really good prices. Kolev pickups. Does it as a hobby, but they're legit. Very cool.
Yeah. It's a real sort of dark art pickup making, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
they keep talking about this. Ron Ellis is a pickup maker who also works for NASA, like, you know, putting rockets into space. So he comes home from a big day and he'll go into his garage and wind pickups. But like, you literally wait years for them. But I believe they're just the most fantastic paths and Strat and Tele. But you just have to be either a top pro player or, you know, just willing to wait for years and years.
Scott's back. Welcome, mate. Yeah, waiting a year for a set of pickups is a little much.
Oh yeah, at least. Yeah.
Like that pedal, was it you that had the I can't remember who owned it. What was that? Analog Man pedal. What was it called? King of Tone. Takes like 2 years to turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Fat Philosopher's getting a bit controversial. It says anything's better than stock PRS pickups. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, let's put that to the test. Ready?
Yeah, come on. Oh yeah, that's all right. Here's a bit of custom bucker.
Very cool.
All good.
Let me scroll down. Yeah, Lolas. There's another good brand. Brian loves the old Lolas as well.
He does. He does. See, that's nice. That's really nice. Is your volume on about 5 or 6 there?
Yeah, it's about half. That's bridge
Yeah.
on half. So that's the Maxon Apex 808 on as well.
Yeah.
I love how everyone was saying it's just what the world needs, another Tube Screamer clone. It's like, that's the guy who made the circuit.
Yeah.
That's his pedal.
He made it.
That's not a
man.
clone. That's the legit guy.
What's his name?
Tamura.
Tamura-san. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Tamura.
Tsushima or something like that. Yeah.
Sashimi. Yeah. No, he's the man. He's not a clone.
No, it's the real deal, and I think like I had a quick play test with it with the rest of my pedal board, and it plays beautifully with my pedal board. I mean, just
Yeah.
it's just that and the Royal Flush. Whew.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you know, pickups are very much individual sort of thing, aren't they? Like some people, you know, like the sound of Lolas, and other people find them a bit sort of blanded out and boring and whatever. But you know what? Just play, practice.
What about the Esquire tone, Rick?
The Esquire. Yeah.
Buzz says PRS used to have a bad rep for their pickups, but the new ones are great.
Yeah, yeah. The pickups in my 594, the what are they called? The low turn. Are they 5708 low turns or 5815? 5815, I think they are low turns, and they're a beautiful sounding pickup.
Hated the pickups. Wow, I love the pickups in this guitar. I just think they're super musical for what I like. Yeah, they sound good clean. They sound good dirty. Sorry, I'm banging into stuff here. I don't know. I like them. I get they got lots of bite. They got lots of they got lots of clarity. I dig that. If you're into like PAF style pickups, they are different to that. So they got more cut, I reckon. At least in my experience, maybe not quite as much low end, or sort of like a fat mid sound. They don't really have that. They're a different sort of humbucker, but I like them. They sit great in the mix, and
Yeah.
yeah,
They're very versatile. You know, they're just, down low, they can sound very single coily. That's what got me in. I like it.
yeah, me too. I don't like the split coil on this guitar. I made that clear since the start, but
Yeah.
I've used this gig for gigs and jams and everything, and it's the best off-the-shelf guitar I've got, just in terms of how well it plays for the money. It's unbelievable. The new ones aren't quite as good, so there's the latest ones that I've tried. There's a video in the queue that I haven't released yet, but I did a review of a 2020. Where are they made now? Indonesian made one.
Yeah.
Yeah, not overly impressed by a few of the things on there, but you know, it is what it is. It might have just been a dud too, so I guess we'll find out. I don't mind the pickups in the SE. I'm looking for more mid-focused and underwound pickups, hence the tone riders. I almost feel like the PRS pickups aren't very hot. I almost feel like they're, to me, a hot humbucker would be something that has not enough tops, and it's overly, the output's really loud, and I don't really feel like these are a modern style or a hot pickup at all, at least tonally. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny. Mid-focused and underwound feel like a bit of an oxymoron. I always find that hot pickups are kind of big, and the mids, they just punch you, punch you in the face. But look, I'll be really happy to hear them, and be really happy to sort of have my opinion changed, definitely.
What do I reckon about the Artist Bullbuckers? They're actually great pickups. They're really, really good. They're like a PAF style pickup with, you can also wire them to split coil too. I think they're really good pickups. Absolutely. I totally forgot about those.
Bullbuckers, is that the one in the Les Paul?
Yeah, they had them in there, in Artist, in that red. I can't remember what the model number was off the top of my head, but yeah, it's basically the Les Paul style one. They're more recent Les Paul style ones. So in the last year or so, they've using the Bullbuckers more. They're really quite great.
Yeah.
There we go. We got some support here. Scott loves his PRS SE pickups. I wouldn't have bought this guitar if I didn't like the pickups, but it's all subjective. So what one person likes, not everyone's going to like the same stuff. So how's the Tone Master Twin sound tonight? I'm running it through the out of the DI, at the back with the, what was it? What's that microphone?
Oh, is
The
it the
ribbon mic.
121?
Yeah, the 121.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that IR.
It sounds so much better than the clean out of the Kemper. That's for sure. It's got a bit of body about it.
Does anyone want a Kemper? It's actually surprisingly good. I'm kind of shocked. Feels good. Sounding good tonight, guys. Not that underwater sound when you both play. So it has to be StreamYard. There's no other.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Or is it Tonemaster, mate? Hey?
Maybe.
Remember I could hear this gate thing, and I think that was probably causing a few dramas too, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I turned that audio processing thing off tonight as well, just to see what happened.
Oh, I turned mine on, mate.
Oh, maybe that's the secret ingredient too. So.
Yeah, one off, one on.
Yep.
Who knows?
I bought some P90s with a Gibson Les Paul. Hey, thanks, Krenner. Take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'll check the email. Don't worry. Yeah, just feel anyone wants to showcase their rig on the next live stream, just shoot me an email intheblues@outlook.com.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it next week. My 335 has dirty fingers. Those.
Dirty fingers. How hot are they? They're like 14 or 15K or something ridiculous, which is a bizarre choice for a 335, I would have thought, but
yeah.
What do I know?
I wonder if Robert's also filled it with no gaps. You know, like he's filled the F holes up so it doesn't. You can play it with as much distortion as need be. Oh, that was already covered up.
Fat Philosopher likes hot rail pickups. Wow, I mean that's the hottest pickup that Seymour Duncan makes, I think. Besides the Invader, I think. The hot rail is it's one hot mess. Fat Philosopher.
Ribeye, and eat it with ketchup. Can we still be mates?
What?
It's the only way I'll eat meat like that. So
ribeye is
right.
awesome. That's the best. Definitely. Just don't cook it any more than medium rare, or we won't be friends.
Yeah. Invader pickups. Talk about hot, unusable with modern amps.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, with those huge screws in the top. You need a big Allen wrench to turn them, and yeah, they just.
Oh, okay.
It's just all kinds of bleh.
Yeah, I don't know those pickups at all.
You wouldn't want to know, mate. They're just a big metal thing.
Here we go. It's a good question from Lord Prettyface. Hello from Finland. What are the amplifiers you think bring out the best sounds of a Gibson Les Paul? So, in my opinion, you can't go too far wrong with any Marshall. On the most part, I like the Marshall amps for Les Pauls, but it depends on what you're playing too, and all. You know, a pedal on a clean amp will get you a great Marshall. It will get you a great Les Paul sound as well. So, what do you think, Rick?
Although, I tell you, Lord Prettyface, one of the great joys of being an ISO, and there's not many of them, but I've been watching a lot of Tom Bukovac's homeschool guitar sessions that he does, and he did one the other day. He used a SG into a little Fender Tweed amp, and his tone was absolutely mercurial. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's in the hands, man. But his sound was awesome. So look up Tom Bukovac, Lord Prettyface, and I think the homeschooling one was something about it was the Ballad of the Rattling Tube or something. He was complaining he had a rattling tube in his amp. Of course, you couldn't hear. All you could hear was his amazing sound. So
yeah, he makes it look easy.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a great player. Railhammer Humcutter P90s. I've never heard of them.
What is it?
No, I don't know.
It sounds like something they sell at Sexyland. Hi, I'm here to buy a Hammer hum cutter P90 for my
Hopefully I
wife.
said that the right way too. It may have come out the wrong way. I'm not too
Hum
sure.
cutter. So it's a hum cancelling P90.
There was a who was the guy that was making good hum cancelling P90s? There was one dude who was doing it. Was it? No, was it a guy from Adelaide maybe who was making those?
Was it Brealey? Or
Oh,
Briley?
no, it wasn't. It was someone
Yeah.
else.
I mean, Gibson
Maybe
make a P100.
Yeah, Rick. Who had one of those? Was it Brian that had those in one of his
Hum
guitars?
P90.
I think he said
Not
they
sure.
sounded pretty
Yeah.
dark. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, that's the
Was
problem.
it Ryan? I
reckon.
can't remember. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Jose, welcome, man. He says, good morning from Hollywood, California, 6:15 a.m. and waking up to Shane and the doctor. Mate, we'll put
Mate,
you back to sleep if you're
like
not
a
careful.
bad dream.
There we go. Thank you, Dougal. He says, LP59 CSB. There we go. All right, there was no way I was going to remember that off the top of my head. I get these messages a lot. It's like, oh, what do you think of... They'll send me, instead of saying like the pedal name, like a Maxon Overdrive Pro or whatever, I'll just get some obscure model number. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. Did I even test it? They're like, yeah. Like, I need more info. And the model number's just... I think I'm making room now for other stuff in my brain. Or I'm just getting forgetful.
I tell you what, fat philosophers really living dangerously, mate. He's saying, I've never had a P90 guitar. Anyone know how to make a P90 pickup that doesn't look so ... ugly? Man, it looks like rock and roll, man. It looks,
Man, the black ones. I love the black ones on my TV yellow.
black ones, white ones, yellow ones.
Yeah.
I love them all. They're all God's creatures. P90s are awesome. They just say, hey, if you can't make a musical sound with me, then maybe you should take up accordion. I love them anyway. Oh yeah.
Rick's an honorary doctor. It's a doctor of the blues.
Yeah, you want to know? Yes. I am a legally qualified medical practitioner in the state of Victoria, which doesn't really count for much. But no, I am. But you know, guitar is my passion.
Scroll down here. Sorry if I've missed any questions here. If I did, just ask them again and I'll load them up. Shane and the Doctor will be one of those American morning radio shows. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll drop the
fun.
ratings in minutes. It would be
People could ring
amazing.
in and text in photos of their nasty bits.
Yeah, there's something better about the stream tonight. It definitely
It's
is
definitely working,
better.
isn't it?
I can
I
hear
reckon
you
it's
when
your
I
amp,
talk
man.
now.
It's your amp. I really think so. Come on, why
Wow.
don't you put the Kemper back on, and we'll get used to the subterranean submarine sound.
I kind of like playing through this with the pedals right next to me. It's
Oh, it's really good.
yeah. I don't know. I like it.
It's good. It's really
That
good.
reverb just kicks right up when you add the overdrive too.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the delay on as well. Yeah, but yeah.
It's awesome.
Hang on, I think we're out of sync. Hang on, I'll give you a better groove. Hang on.
It's
So the
really working
Kemper-
well, mate. tonight. Could be. It could be.
Do you want me to try it?
No.
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 I turned it on. You don't want the Kemper back? Okay.
No,
cool.
not at all. Hey, Fat, thanks, mate. Thanks for your kind words. Yeah, being in the front line it certainly makes you know you're alive. But anyway, hope you're well wherever you are. Oh, you're in Hong Kong. That's right. Let's hear that tone master. You've been hearing it all night, Jamal. Come on.
Yeah, that's it. That's the clean tone direct out into the sound card. No other effects.
It's nice.
I'm out of tune too, by the way.
Cool. Fat, my rig is pretty much unchanged for the last few weeks. The Strymon Iridium is the heart of it. It's the amp and IR loader running into a Strymon El Capistan delay. And in front of the Strymon Iridium, I've got the engine preamp by Drybell, which is awesome. It's got this. I just use the treble booster side of it for solo. So this is off, and this is on. So yeah, it's just got the treble booster just pushes those upper mids through, and it's great.
There's a link in the description if you want to check out our rigs. I've put links tonight, so they're
awesome.
Affiliate ones. If you choose to use them, that'd be cool. If not, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get asked so many questions like, "Oh, what's Rick playing?" So that's what it is. Yeah, that'll be easy. All right, here we go. What's your favorite guitarist / band? Was it Miley Cyrus last time? We no.
Yeah, I love Miley Cyrus.
Did you see her on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No.
She sounds like this. Man, her voice was like, it was bizarre. It wasn't what I was expecting.
It's pretty husky, isn't it?
Oh, man. It's just like she's been smoking ciggies for like the last 30 years and she's probably only 25 or something. It was crazy. Anyway, sorry, off topic there. But
I haven't. But no, so I've made no secret. The reason I play guitar is for is because of a guitarist here in Australia called Ian Moss, who was a part of a great Australian band called Cold Chisel, and so yeah, I sort of got into them. My sister won their second album she rang up a radio station, and so I started listening to that before I could even play guitar, and he just got in my head. So he's a great player, really, really good. Yes, Emma, I'm still into Britney as well, but yeah, Ian Moss would be the first one. But yeah, so I just basically I loved his playing forever. I still love it. He's still an awesome, awesome player. But then I realised that he sort of grew up on Led Zeppelin and then the blues guys from there. So I sort of went backwards and sideways and every which way. So it's been a real journey. So yeah, but he'd be my favourite for sure.
Cool. Les Paul just has the sound. I think that's how I feel about when Robert plays guitar. You know, you get him on Les Paul and he just turns into the riff lord. It definitely does something to the playing, the old Les Pauls.
Yeah, they've got a lot of authority, but they can sort of do a few things. But yeah, I'm certainly enjoying the power. I can't wait to gig it. I just think it'll just give just really that authority that.
Fell in love with the Esquires when I saw Phil X on Fretted
Oh yeah,
Americana demoing them.
absolutely.
I've seen those.
Yeah. No, Phil's one of those guys that makes every guitar sound great. No, he's awesome. Yep, very much into Brittany. My loneliness is killing me. Yeah, Robert, and you and I are going to do you can do the vocal on it. Give me a sign.
Hey, Pedal Effects, welcome, mate.
One more time.
Very cool.
Buzz, Michael Landau, awesome. He is just awesome. I love Michael Landau.
Hey, thanks,
so
Buzz.
good.
Cheers.
Really, really good. Huge fan. He's super tone, super tasty. Yes, album recommendation. Get an album called Tales from the Bulge, it's called, or Tales of the Bulge. It's from 1990. Unbelievable. So many good songs in it and great tones.
Cool. I actually mentioned that on the Fender video that you were. I think when you bought your Princeton, you were listening to a fair bit of him, or you saw him live, maybe. Did you see him live in New York or something?
No. That was I saw Jim Campolongo live in New York.
I got the names confused. Sorry.
Yeah, he's the
I know you like
totally
Landau
different
anyway.
from Michael. Yeah.
Yeah.
Landau's amazing, just a super toneful guy. But yeah, Tales from the Bulge, it's called. So look for that. It's got so many great songs and amazing tones and so good. But there's a YouTube video. They're called The Ringers. It's Michael's super band with Jimmy Herring and Wayne Krantz. If you look up The Ringers live in New York City, and the track is called Worried Life Blues, you'll see Michael just at the top of his game, but Jimmy Herring does a solo that will just change your life, man. It's so cool.
Cool.
It's so good.
I don't know much of his stuff either, so that would be.
Oh, you would. Like, Michael's been just a session guy for years and years, so you would have heard he's playing on TV shows and all that sort of stuff, as well as lots of records as well. Awesome.
Very cool. Pedal Pal Effects is here. They make one of the best, top two now, I think, in the Marshall in a Box category. They got that gold Pedal Pal Effects Pal 800. It's like a JCM 800 pedal. It's super cool. Super cool.
Awesome.
After your Britney Spears singing there, you sing good, Rick? Ever thought about being a singer?
No way. Not a chance. For a start, I can't remember words. I'm hopeless with that. I usually remember the first two verses and forget the third, or remember the first and third and forget the second. But I appreciate your kind words, Paul. But no, I certainly won't. I won't be quitting my day job. I love playing the guitar.
I think we'll do another collaboration jam at some point. I won't be on drums. We'll save that for a good player. But yeah, I really enjoyed the end result of the last project. And getting all those guys on there, like Hans and everybody that was on there was some of my favourite players, except for Robert Baker. We were at a loss for who else we could get, and we thought, all right, we'll get him on there. He's not good. He's still learning.
Robert is he makes everyone else look like chopped liver, doesn't he? He got him into that blues thing. He's like, oh, Robert Baker, he's so awesome. He's so awesome. I'm going, man, didn't you see I played the blues? But no, it was just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
behind the scenes, that project was pretty funny. Like Rafael Nasta is like, he's a wizard. He's a pro, like absolute pro.
Yeah.
I asked him, have you got time to cut a track? He sent me 5 different tracks in about 45 minutes. It's like, pick one. It took me like 2 hours to get my part.
Such a dude.
They're all unique too. Like, not one take sounded the same as the other. It was all like, which one do I pick? The first one. That'll do. Man, that was cool having all those great players on there.
It was so good.
Andy Martin, and for me that was super cool. Dave Simpson.
Yeah, that was all good. Pedal Pals just asked what amp I'm using. I'm using a Strymon Iridium, which is running into a Strymon El Capistan for the delay and a little bit of reverb. And this is the Strymon's approximation of a Marshall Plexi. So, but I just like how it cleans up a bit like an amp. So it's like a coffee shop. Cabaret, and then...
Having fun over that background music. Oh man, it was super fun. It was super cool. Yeah, no, it was. I forgot to put the bait. Like when Jamie did his, I've mentioned this before. I forgot. Robert ended up playing 3 times out because I forgot to have the bass solo as one of the last 12 bars, and it was fine. Like I kept saying to him, I think your solo's too long. He goes, no, that's the time you gave me. And I looked and it was, but I totally forgot there was supposed to be a part for the bass. But in the end, it was just too much work for poor old Jamie Lewis to go back and do stuff. So yeah, he killed it at the end. That whole outro was perfect. It was
great. I mean, didn't Robert say he'd only be involved if he could play longer than any of us?
If
so
he was
okay. Robert said he'd only be involved if he could get an extra 24 bars in. So.
Yeah.
That was his appearance fee.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It was the best $500 I ever spent on his solo. I tell you, it was
yeah. Yeah, 500 and some selfies.
Those telly feels great to play.
Snap. Oh, what? Oh, that's a dirty sound.
Doing
Come
the
on.
coloured.
Come on, get down there.
I can't quite always get it. Man. I can't always get it, but it's somewhere in there. It's somewhere in there. Rick always pulls the faces, no doubt about that.
Yeah, I do. It's pain.
What are you doing, Landon, man?
The Pespi Zero.
Well,
man,
you'd be pleased to know that I bought a 30-pack today for, what was it, $14.99? So I was pretty happy with that.
Now, Landon, would you care to share with the group some recent naughtiness that you've got up to yourself, Landon, as far as the guitar purchase thing? Anytime you're ready, Landon.
Might be a secret. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, that's true.
Got that Britney Spears signature edition Stratocaster. Was that? No. Yeah.
There's a fire burning in Robert Baker, come off it.
Man,
Don't
what
do
are you
that,
guys
man.
doing? Thanks, Landon. You don't seriously, guys. You don't have to super chat. Thank you.
No.
Oh,
too
man.
kind.
You guys are madmen. So now I'm just gonna have to do this back. That's how that works.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, guys. All right, I'll tell you what. We're gonna have to. You guys pick a song for Rick. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'll put you on full screen here.
Yeah, pick a song for
Let
me.
Landon and anyone who's super chatted can try to stump Rick. And no Eddie Van Halen, Robert.
No,
Right.
it won't take long.
I'll be right back. I'll be one sec.
Yeah. Can you play Driving Wheels? Driving Wheels. James, tell us about Driving Wheels. Is it the Jimmy Barnes Driving Wheels? He's been up and down the road so many times. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Drunken-hearted boy. The rhythm of the highway as it rolls on by. There's a man behind the driving wheel. Oh yeah, that's rock and roll. Robert, that's a really good question. You know what? It's like picking your children, picking between your kids. They're sort of different. This one's, I think, a bit more articulate. And the 58's a bit more kind of, got a little bit more punch through the mids, I think. But, yeah, very, very similar.
All right. Did we get any?
Yeah, Beck Louder asked for Errol. I think Beck Louder gave us a super chat, so we should give Errol.
Go for it.
Everlasting smile down on his knees. Mother death. That's about it, I think, Beck. Something like that, anyway.
What tune's that? Sorry.
That's Errol by Aussie Crawl.
Oh, okay, cool. How about this one? Do you know this one?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Driving Wheels, but you can't sing Jimmy Barnes because he's so high. He's awesome. You know what Jimmy Barnes song I do dig? That Too Much Ain't Enough Love.
That just sounds like you playing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it's Neil Sean. Neil Sean playing on that. It's awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can't play any AC/DC because you get strikes, don't you?
We got 4 on the last. Was it
Do
the last
we?
live stream or the one before? I think it was the one
That's
before
unreal.
we got four claims. I
Did
mean,
we?
it doesn't matter, but yeah, I think
Did you say it doesn't matter?
it matters if we get strikes. But claims, it's not so bad. But
She ain't
I
exactly
want to
pretty,
stay off the radar
ain't exactly
altogether.
small. When it comes to loving, she got it all. Johnny Diesel.
Oh yeah, he's a dude. He was surprisingly. I remember seeing him. I think I'm gonna no, it was before I saw Maya play, and I was like, it's pretty friggin' great. What a
Oh yeah,
vocalist
Johnny
and a
Diesel's great.
great player, like unreal. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you answered this already, so we can skip over it or not. But
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Robert, I just think there's subtle differences. This one's a bit more. It's got a bit more of that upper mid thing.
oh, I'm out of tune. Yep.
You can see she's got it all. Yeah. Wait till October. The American original 6-week back order. So that's Landon's little confession, Shane. Did you know about that?
I did. Yeah. It just don't do that to it. Don't put a hole in it. This finish can be. It dings a bit easier. Well, actually, the thing weighed a ton that hit it, but it felt like it. Yeah. I'm still kind of annoyed about that, but yeah, I've been playing my 52 a little bit again the last sort of few days,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's minus the thinner neck on it. It's still a great guitar, man. Those Bardens are kick-ass. You should throw a set back in something, mate.
Well, yes. Watch this space. That's all I can say.
Yeah. No, you're gonna love the American original, Charlie, mate. It's crazy good. 40. Oh, what's this? 49, 42, 39, 56. Is that a song? I don't know what that is.
Yes, that's the measurements of. You get a whole lot of Rosie.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Sorry, yeah, John's humor sometimes goes over my head until. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
got it.
no, that's all right.
I tell you what, Sean Costello was a monster. One of my favorites. It's just. I went on another Sean Costello binge the last. Maybe not for a couple of weeks now, but about 3 weeks ago. That's all I was listening to again, and he's just unreal. He was so
Yeah.
good.
So good.
I'm trying to find a good poster I can put on the wall of him, but there's nothing that really. There's nothing like that's
Sorry,
high. Oh, that's all right. That's like high res enough to be printed at a larger size. So
Yeah.
I'm spewing. If anyone finds a good Sean Costello photo that's large, yeah, send it through if you could, please, and I'll get it printed. Oh, where was it? Jamal says, watching on my TV, iPhone, and iPad.
He must be at work.
He's got multiple devices at work. That's
Bill.
hilarious.
Bill from DC. You're a crazy, crazy man. We love
Yeah.
you being with us, but you got to stop doing this because
Yeah.
you got to feed your family. What's going on? Thank you. You know,
Yeah.
if what we do helps you get through, then it's our pleasure. But yeah, we need to ban you for a few chats from contributing anything.
Yeah.
You crazy
That's it.
dude.
You're getting banned, Bill. Thank you, mate. But you got to go for a couple of weeks. No, I won't do that to you.
He's
Thanks,
in the sin bin.
Far out. Mate, yeah. Thanks for the support. Thanks everybody for the support too. Like, super chats are not required. You know, it's appreciated, but yeah, you don't feel obliged. It's cool hanging out, having some people to chat to on a. I don't even know what day it is today. What is it? It's Sunday. Well, not for much longer. It's almost
No.
going into the wee hours here. Actually
is.
feeling all right. I felt more tired before, but
No, it's energising, mate. When you get all these people joining us and egging us on to do silly things, it's just it's great, mate. I love it. Everything's
all right, Bill. You got
everything's-
to. Oh, sorry, Rick. I didn't mean
Bill's
to cut you off.
saying everything's closed in DC, except hopefully for the guitar shop, so you can duck out and get something. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
most of the stuff pretty much all the shops, the major sort of stores here are shut, and the small ones too. But you can only buy online pretty much at the moment.
You can click and collect.
Yeah. No, but thanks again, Bill. Far out, mate. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, thanks for the support.
No, you're a good man.
We'll keep an eye on the chat here if you want to try and stump Dr. Rick.
That won't be too hard.
Oh, here we go. Jamal says he's actually at home going to head out to San Antonio in a few. Very cool, man. Awesome. I wish I could join you, but, you know, one day we'll get to
Yeah, definitely.
check out the town.
Definitely.
Is the U shape on the American original Tele drastically bigger than the soft V on the 50 Strat? It is. Yeah, it's quite a lot chunkier. And
Yeah,
it's fat
U is cool.
it's fat the whole way across.
Yeah.
The soft V it's different. It feels thinner.
Yeah, it's got that peak right in the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The apex of the V.
This is Fender's biggest neck, basically. At least to my knowledge, anyway.
Yeah.
It's that. Oops, sorry, that's the mic. It's hard to sort of get a.
I thought you just squeezed one out. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it is pretty chunky. I don't have the Strat out at the moment, but yeah, they are different. This is definitely a fatter neck. I think the soft V would appeal to more people overall, but if you like a chunky neck, these are super cool. I'm just trying to mess with you. Just keep changing the key on you.
Yeah, man.
Hang on.
Funky.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I missed yours this morning. Was it this morning? I went out. I think it was. I got a notification. Actually got a bit sunburnt, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was beautiful today in the sun. It was
Yeah.
magnificent. Yeah. We're going to get all these patchy tans because of these masks, you know. Going to get all red on the forehead and white around the mouth.
Have I played the Orange Rocker 32? I don't think.
No.
We've played like a 20-watt one, I think,
Mm.
when we did the Sky music videos. I borrowed a small one as well, but I don't think it was that. They make good amps. Their clean tones are awesome. Their sort of rock and roll tones aren't kind of what we normally go for, but
Yeah.
they're good at what they do. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Dylan's heading off, mate. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks for the super chat, mate.
Hey, thanks, mate. Catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's almost midnight. What do we do? Do we?
We rock on, man. That's what we do. We rock on. That's what made this country great.
there's the wrong chord.
Hey, don't we get a strike for that from the Hendrix Estate?
No, that was his brother's song. It's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Hendricks.
Johnny Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's right. Little Wang, it's called.
Thanks again, Dylan. Cheers, mate. Have a good night. Play After Midnight. That's a great tune. Well, we're almost there. Well, maybe
Which version do you do?
Who?
Do
Me
you
or?
know that Eric Clapton sort of
Oh, yeah.
After Midnight.
Yeah, I gotta say, I much prefer JJ's sort of vibe on that song. It's just a little less commercial sounding. I love Clapton too, but I'm not a huge fan. There's a couple of his songs I don't like that sort of real up feel, and that's one of them. I think JJ Cale's just too cool.
Yeah, he's so laid back. Any more laid back, he'd be dead. Oh, actually, sorry, he is, but no, he's awesome.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Cool. Yeah.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Any Albert King, Kenneth Kennedy. If you're a fan of or a subscriber in the blues, you'll have seen Shane doing an Albert King tune, one of these classic tunes. Was it last month? You did Born Under a Bad Sign?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I gave it a go. It's just an afternoon project that worked itself out. I love Albert King's stuff. He's just super cool. Yeah, it was sort of. I actually broke the flying V out for that one too. It was super cool. Yeah, Schecter guitars are pretty cool. I've not owned one, nor have I. I've only played one, but I like where they're heading. They're not just metal guitars anymore, which there's nothing wrong with those either. But they're making some old man friendly ones now too. So yeah, and they make the most left-handed guitars in the world out of any company.
Wow, that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll actually have a chance to review some coming up. I sent him an email saying, like, you know, if you need some lefties done, just reviews, let us know. And so I'm going to borrow some from one of the distributors in Melbourne and just take them back basically afterwards. But yeah, it should be fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Feels weird playing Albert King licks on a tally after the V.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
That's probably my favorite. My favorite thing that at least one of my favorite things that Albert does, where he'll bend up, but he'll bend two strings down.
Yeah.
That's just that.
It's super attitude, isn't it?
That's one of the things that Stevie Ray session that they did.
Yeah.
Albert is the king of that. Like, Stevie basically has a lot of the Albert King licks.
He does.
But it's just that bend back that Albert's just, he's all over it, that whole. That was pretty messy, but. I think
Yeah, it's
it's
a great tone, isn't it?
Yeah. What key were you in?
Oh, I don't know, G, I think. Yeah, just where he sort of bends.
Yeah, that he's just got some really great exits out of little licks
Yeah.
and stuff as well. It's super cool. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, the falling bend. You're right, Robert. That, yeah. Oh, yeah? I'll see you and I'll raise you.
This will put you off playing Les Pauls, mate. Where's your top end gone? Oh, you're on neck pickup. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that sounds...
James Emerson asks, what type of Les Paul is that, Dr. Rick? It's a 59... It's a Gibson. Yeah, it's a 59 Les Paul from the 60th anniversary, which was last year. And this colour, it's funny on this webcam and under this light, it's called green lemon fade, sort of like the blues guitarist of the day, Blind Lemon Jefferson. And so it's one of those guitars that sort of changes according to how the light's hitting it, etc. I'm not.
It's like a hyper-coloured T-shirt. When you wear it, it changes colour.
The hotter you get, the sweatier it gets.
Have you got a camouflaged blue T-shirt on? It looks shiny. What's going on with that?
I don't know.
It looks really reflective. I'm not too sure.
Sue just gave it to me and said, "Happy Father's Day. Can you wear something that was made in like the last 20 years?" I said, "Oh, okay."
Hey, everyone loves your Roots Canada polo shirt from 1994.
Yeah, Roots is awesome, man.
Hey, I've got T-shirts from 4 years ago, still from my last trip away. I get rid of some of that stuff.
No, I'll never get rid of them.
Charles says, "Is my sound coming through the Tone Master Twin?" It is. So I'm just using the XLR output on the back, and the amp's on standby, but it has like a volume control for the output on the back, and then I'm just running my pedals into it as per normal. So yeah, it definitely sounds good to my
It's sounding really good tonight, man.
I wonder if I should use it more for videos like that. I'm really happy with what I'm hearing in my headphones.
Yeah.
What's that? It's chip and pepper. We should get Landon to get you a new one from Canada. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, get me some new Roots gear, man.
I can't talk about fashion, mate. I'm wearing like the tracky pants, and yeah, it's just the worst thing ever. It's comfy.
ISO, mate.
No, I wondered if it was shiny. That's why I asked, because I could see the light bouncing off the side near the microphone.
Yeah, it might be. It's one of those shirts that wicks. When you get sweaty. Diego sweaty.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's sort of so you can wear it for days without having to wash it. You just don't want to be downwind, otherwise, whew, that smell would stop a clock.
Tone Master is completely digital. It's modeling a twin. That's all it does. It doesn't have any effects other than what a twin would have: reverb and trembling. So no tubes, but it sounds good. It's got a big sound about it too. Once you turn them up, they're pretty cool. Dr. Rick has a superhero shirt on. Yeah, that's the material. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh
dear.
You guys sound better than
Peter
last
Griffin.
week. Hey,
James
we always
got
suck.
that. Yeah, you got.
What's up? What happened?
James Emerson got my Peter Griffin reference. Diego sweaty.
Yeah. We're at the mercy of whatever tube. What's it called? StreamYard wants to allow
Yeah.
bandwidth-wise, I think.
No, it's going really well.
Man, I don't. Sometimes the buzz. This guitar, I can't cancel the buzz. It's the only downside. Get that
Mate, that's
nice computer signal going through it.
that's
There it
cool,
is.
man. Don't you love the phone sound through your pickups too?
Oh yeah. That's got to be good for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You keep it in your pocket right next to your gonads all day. No wonder they get fried.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Jamal, what are you doing, you madman? You convinced me, Tone Master it is. You know, I really feel like they're a great amp, even for home practice. As big as they are, you can switch them right down and play them at low volumes.
Yeah.
Or you can run them as loud as you like. They're easy to lift. The clean tone is unreal. The only one thing they don't do well is, like, if you put a clean boost into it, it's not going to work like it would in. Oh, sorry, it's not going to work like it would in a valve amp. So that's the only trade-off. It doesn't have that, but it handles over. I mean, you heard it with the overdrive now. So yeah, it handles overdrives
That's
fine.
huge. That's a massive tone, man.
Alex, you'll be shocked. I'm using the low gain channel on the Royal Flush
Yeah.
after the Maxon. So yeah, it's sort of. Yeah. There you go. I'll crank up some delay. What was that?
That's just got paid. It's a big tone. Hey,
yeah,
Buzz Wilson saying, got to meet Albert King in Las Vegas before he died. He was throwing money into 2 slot machines at a time. Oh, he was gracious, man. I thought he might have ripped your arm off and smacked you with a wet end. I heard he was a big, mean mother.
Yeah. Chris Kane
Wow.
said when he first met Albert King, he was surprised that Albert liked him because Albert liked nobody.
That's right.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I heard the first time he met Stevie Ray Vaughan, he says, hey, you owe me a couple $100 for all the licks you fucking stole from me or something.
Oh, wow.
He's a savage. But that's good to know, Buzz. Oh, look, you know what? Yeah, everyone can have a bad day. I think Greg Koch talks about he was playing at some county fair and he saw Albert, because Albert was hard to miss. Buzz, correct us, but I heard he was like 6'4" and, 2 axe handles across the shoulders. And he saw Albert walking through the crowd with his pipe, and so he said, oh, let's play some Albert King. And then and Albert didn't sort of respond at all. And then afterwards, apparently Greg said to him, because Greg's, a very tall guy
he's
too.
huge. He's like
And he
6,
said,
probably 8 or 9. That guy.
Yeah,
I think
he's huge. But he said to Albert words to the effect of, oh, maybe I could get up and sit in with you or something. And apparently Albert told him words to the effect of, go away and multiply. So, But Buzz, it's good to hear, mate. It's good to hear that he was gracious. I mean, throwing money into 2 slot machines at a time, 2 at a time, man. He's living the rock and roll dream.
It's a funny comment back here. Where is it? Here we go. Robert still has T-shirts from high school. That's on a whole different level. Because I think Robert's, he's 10 years, I think he's 31. Somewhere around there.
He's a young pup.
Those are some old T-shirts. If I had T-shirts from high school, they'd be over 20 years old, 20-something years old. That's scary.
yeah.
That's scary.
That is frightening. Man.
Look, Jamal,
T-shirts.
I think you'd like the Tone Master Twin. I don't know if you dislike or even the deluxe, but I feel that these are a better value amp because you can turn them down and get 22 watts out of them. You can't get much more than what the deluxe reverb gives you in volume. So,
Yeah.
yeah, try them if you can. If you can, try them. Give them a go. See what you think. But get them up to 5 on the volume.
Yeah, so Buzz has confirmed that Albert was a tall man.
Yeah, I was shocked how tall Greg Koch was.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man,
He's
this
massive.
dude's
Sasquatch.
huge. 'Cause you don't know how tall people are until you obviously stand. I was like, man, this guy's. I mean, I'm a short ass, but he was big. I remember I met Moses Malone, the old NBA player.
Oh, what?
In Melbourne. I met a few guys, James Worthy and a few of the old All-Stars. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking, Moses Malone is the biggest human I've ever seen in my life. He was like...
7 feet tall?
He used to be, yeah, he was. He used to be like way too... He used to be really thin when he played. But when he did this Masters Circuit thing, he was quite big. So he looked like a tree trunk, this guy. He was just...
Yeah.
He was huge. And they were picking up basketballs and throwing them like tennis balls. Like, that's how big the guys are. Like, man, these guys are unbelievable.
Absolutely massive.
Hey, thank you, Krager. Far out,
Thanks,
man.
mate.
It says, what's Dr. Rick's favourite guitar?
Oh, man. I don't know. You got that sort of the new guitar feel and the sort of old faithful. So,
Yeah.
look, I'd certainly say I've been so enjoying the Les Pauls for at least the last 8 or 9 months. I just love what you can get out of them. That you can really get, a real great selection. So, it's...
They sort of suit you musically more than a Telecaster in a way, because you're right into, the famous sort of songs, playing covers and all that as well.
rock.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I am loving the Les Pauls, and I've got a Framus Panthera 2, which is great, and a Framus Philix, and I love that too. So,
All right, next week, mate, you're gonna have to break out that guitar no one's seen, that tally that doesn't probably exist.
the mystery one.
Has it been traded?
No, it's just in
okay.
it's in a state of transformation at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't worry. But, Krager, I've just about never met a guitar that I couldn't fall in love with. But, certainly at the moment, I'm loving the Les Pauls just for the variety of tones you can get out of it.
Oh, so thanks again, Krager. Thanks for the support, mate.
Too kind, mate. Thanks.
Cock makes the tally look like a toy. Yeah, he does. He's huge, man.
So
like
he's
I said, the point of that story before was how big Moses Malone. I played I used to play basketball with a lot of tall guys, Chris Anstey and a few of the other guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't expect Greg to be anywhere near that tall. It was
he's huge.
I got a photo with him and he's like basically crouching right down like that. I was like, man, how tall are you? He said, and he told me. I was like, far out. He's huge. Greg is super tall. I'm usually the taller guy, and Greg is like a giant. Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, he's huge. He's
Someone,
just huge.
Proteus wrote, I've seen Shaq in person before because he was from South LA and he's much bigger than a door. Shaq is huge.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like everyone says how big Shaquille O'Neal is, and there's this classic, this is completely off topic, but there's this great video of Wilt Chamberlain shaking Shaq's hand on court, and Wilt Chamberlain is like twice as wide in the shoulders as Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
And athletic at like 50, and he was like
My God.
way wider and just had his frame was far bigger than Shaq. He actually dwarfs him. It's quite funny.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
That is
so he must
amazing.
have been a monster back in the day. Bill, mate.
Yes, is the answer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could record with this. This is great. And we're not getting any underwater Kemper tones.
That's so good.
Yeah, this telly's great. Yeah, look, the tone mark, it's a good all rounder. It is different to a valve amp, but at the same time, it's very similar in a lot of ways too. It's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, except you can lift it.
Oh, South Louisiana. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't think Shaq came from South LA. Louisiana.
Oh yeah, yeah. South LA, yeah. Sorry, we don't know.
He's
all
not
the
straight out of
abbreviations.
Compton.
No. That's funny. Did Alex ever tell you the story about when he was stuck in South LA? His car broke down.
No way. Alex Dapron.
Yeah. He's a great storyteller. He's got a way of like getting you invested in the story. So my version of it will be the short, to the point version. But he rents this car from somewhere, and they go, "Don't go down this way." You know, go, like whatever they said. They said, "Go this way." You get on the freeway, and you'll be good to go.
Don't go east.
So his car broke down almost straight away. Right, he's in South LA. He walks.
No.
What he said was about 900 meters. So, you know, for anyone overseas, it's not that far. Like whatever that is in feet. And he gets back to the car, and it's been completely stripped. No tires, no wheels. Like all of the radios missing. So he got to the service station to call it in. He got back to the car. It was just like wiped. It's off on bricks and everything. It's like, man. He said it couldn't have been any more than half an hour. He was gone, and the car was just gutted. So
Man.
that's so bad.
That's nasty. No, look, I've done that in LA before. I've just caught the wrong bus, and you know I'm sort of dark, but man, I felt like such a white boy in South Central. I just had to get the hell out of there.
Oh man, yeah,
Man, it was full on.
Yeah. There's some definitely some interesting places around the world. That's got to be one of them. Yeah, Wilt was amazing. I watched a documentary about him a while back, and even at 50, he was, you know, he's like a high jump champion and a long jump champion, and just a freak. But yeah, LA, man. Alex tells a great story, so next time we see him, I'll bring it up because the way he explains it is just. He couldn't believe he gets back to the car. There's nothing left. Hot Rod Deluxe 4, I think they're great amps. They're the best they've been, in my opinion. I've owned 2 Hot Rod Deluxes. I think the new ones are by far the best. The drive channels are great. Remember we tried a few of those, Rick, in the DeVille with the version 4?
Really good. Well, Shane, do you want to fess up about the DeVille, the one that got away?
Oh yeah, I did mention that in the video. So, I was not going to buy any more amps, and then I played the Blues DeVille, so 410s, just brand new as well, which was surprising. I was going to get what I considered to be a good deal on it, so I thought, all right, why not? So we went back to go play it. And this dude's boxed it up and. Walking out with it almost. It was like,
we could have shanked him in the car park, man. We could have got him.
Yeah, that
just gone. No. We don't do that.
If another one of those ever comes up, I might think about it. They're really good. The only problem with them is those
heavy
things are heavy,
and bulky.
Yeah. And this is the realization I have after putting that Fender video together, that the tone's not that different between amps. It's pretty similar, so I think I'm just going to stick with what I got. I like the convenience. I got to tell you, man, I much prefer to lift that than the Blues DeVille. As great as it sounded, I know I wouldn't want to lift it up a whole lot of stairs.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. this might have been around the same time that this would have been around the same time I met. Well, I met them. They signed some basketball cards for me, but I met those. It might have been around the same time. I'm thinking that would have been like early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
Scroll down here. What's this? Guitar Man 45, way back. All I bought was Les Pauls and Fenders until I discovered the Carvin catalogue. With a wall of gear and cool dude with a guitar.
Yeah, that was Craig Jaquiso. I think he used to sell a lot of Carvin guitars. They're now, the Carvin's changed to, come on.
It's Kiesel, right?
Kiesel, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, really good value.
Yeah, they look like they make some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great take coming out of that Telecaster today. Thanks, mate. Using the Fender amp instead of the Kemper. Maybe that's the secret weapon. And the Maxon Apex 808, the Tube Screamer clone.
That's great.
It's not
The Tube Screamer, man. Come
it ain't
on.
no clone.
No.
Yeah. I got to get some Velcro for it, but it's that's my board at the moment. So yeah, I've replaced the.
You got the vibe thing going. You kick on the vibe, man. I dig that.
I can't remember the name of the pickups. They're their own Vola brand, and
Yeah,
they're
proprietary.
They're also low output. It may actually look like it's a really hot rail style pickup, but it isn't. So in bridge pickup, it's actually far. It's I don't even think it's as hot as my 50s Tele. So
Oh,
until you click the boost, it does have a boost which allows you to get more, like sort of fattens it out. But yeah, it's not a super hot pickup. I can't remember if Robert's still here, he'll probably know the name of it, but
yeah. It's definitely made in-house by Vola, though. It's a
Yeah, it is.
proprietary. It's not a third party.
yeah, I'm terrible with specs and that kind of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that what do you think of the Vibler, mate? It's been a while since you probably heard it.
It's great.
Better tone today, period. Rick's got his Strymon sales contract yet.
No, we're working on it.
I think the pedal and the amp thing is still the way to go. The Kemper's good for what it does, but yeah, I'm enjoying this more today as well.
Oh.
It feels a bit more like, it feels like I've got more dynamics at my disposal,
Yeah.
as opposed to just getting like this one level sort of sound. But yeah, I don't know. I dig it.
It's great.
I mean, that's as tally as it gets right there. That's both pickups. Rick's Wireless. Yeah, you're too hard on yourself, man. You always
No. It always just sounds like a movie soundtrack.
Nah. That Rick's cupboard looks. I'm messy back here, but Rick takes. Actually, you got less crap in your room than I do, but that cupboard.
Yeah, it's nasty. The ironic thing is Doc, that's all my wife's shit, man. So what's in it? Yeah, that's all my wife. It's like craft stuff, man.
Oh man, that's where you can store more pedals. What's going on?
Exactly.
Have we ever? Oh, here's a good question. I haven't seen this one come up. Fender Pro Reverb reissue. I don't know that one actually.
Yeah, it's a blackface. Very, very cool. I think I might have played one a little while ago. I reckon, yeah, if I could find one. I've never met a Fender amp that I couldn't love. So it's blackface. I think it's two 6L6s, probably 45 watts, single 12, and yeah, just got that great blackface tone, nice warm
It looks
mids.
a bit like a deluxe reverb.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, just a bit bigger and taller and more
Okay,
powerful.
Cool. Oh yeah, you're right. There is two speakers in there. Yeah.
Oh, the two. Oh, there you go.
Oh, in this one, yeah, and maybe not in all of them. It's hard to know, but this one, the one I'm looking at is what year is it? It's a 65 Pro Reverb. It doesn't. I think this is a. Oh no, it's a reissue one as well. Yeah, $2,800 plus 600 delivery on Reverb. That's why no one here uses it. How about that for a deal?
Oh man, what?
Yeah, that
is crazy.
I did see a video on TikTok. Whatever your guitar says about you, well, if you play Gibson, you're a dad.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be a dad.
Yeah, well, there we go. It's 12. How you holding up, Rick?
I'm good, mate. I'm just starting. I'm just warming up.
50 watts with a quarter power switch. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, maybe it does have that. Did you ever see that twin that I owned? It was part of this different series that had a drive channel and a power attenuator. Man, that thing was cool.
Have like a 2-stage drive channel?
No, this
like
one...
Drive and more drive?
I think it may have just... Oh, look, I don't remember that, but it had the Tommy Castro sound just on the drive channel. It was great. Yeah, but it was heavy.
Right as rain. Right as the rain.
Yeah, what a song. If you don't know Tommy Castro, go check him out.
Tommy Castro, he's the man.
Yeah, super cool. Great dude.
Yeah, just beautiful.
Great songwriter. He's got one of the best shuffles of all time. Call in San Francisco. That live version off that
live Fillmore West, yeah.
That whole thing's great. That album that's on as well.
Is
it the Can't Keep a Good Man Down album? I think?
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. That Call in San Francisco's got the best escalation of any shuffle. I reckon it's awesome.
Now, John Oz
just means he can kick people out and time them out if we get some problems in the stream.
Yeah, not that he's a tool. He's not a tool. But we're missing a lot of questions from John Oz. Sorry, John. Can we?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is a Vola Oz, so it's kind of like a Telecaster made in Japan. Well, it is like a Tele, but obviously different shape. It's got the cutout down here. It's got the belly cut on this side here. Camera's doing weird things, but nice big neck, sort of like vintage style neck. That if you're a fan of the fat necks, you'll dig it. Mine's got the vintage. Oh no, this doesn't have the vintage tuners. That's the Strat. So it's just typical kind of string through ones here, but. One of the cool things about it, it's got a passive fat boost on there, so you can get that big bridge sound. That's with it off.
Oh,
so, it's pretty cool. Janice, welcome. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. We're at the halfway point of this live stream.
Yep, we are. We just introduced Robert to Tommy Castro. He's never heard of him, man.
Oh,
Robert.
Man, he's the best. Great vocalist. Killer feel, and he's playing.
Yeah.
And he plays like.
He just seems like he's a beautiful man too. Like he's
super.
He's so cool and just into the music and.
Yeah.
So check out that live gig at the Fillmore West it's probably. Do you reckon it's 15 years old? He's playing the black Strat.
Yeah, easy.
He's got this bass player who's so cool.
Super
He's got a pink
cranked.
P. Yeah, super reverb cranked with a tube screamer. It's awesome. But Tommy Castro. He's from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Dave Grissom. What? Now we're cooking. Oh, he's awesome.
Tommy's one of my favorites. He's awesome, and he's great on Instagram too. If you check him out on there, he'll if you reply on one of his I've been lucky enough to receive a reply from him a couple of times about stuff, so he's super cool. Yeah, man, check him out. Tommy Castro's he's one of the best. I've got him on the wall. I've had him on the wall for a long time. He's in that blue poster in the middle near Hendrix.
Yeah. He's cool.
Oh, did I say that Oz? Sorry, yeah, this is the Vasti. Did I say Vola Oz, did I? Sorry.
Yes, you did,
That's
yeah.
the Strat. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Vasti. Correct weight,
Should have
Bill.
picked up on that, Rick. Sorry, mate.
Tell you what, hopefully Emerson's not watching. Otherwise, yeah, you would be in
Well,
a
in our
world of
defence,
pain.
it's late, so, occasionally what did I miss? Okay, gents, got to get some sleep. Take it easy, man.
Who's going to get some sleep? Ah, soft.
I liked you guys. Doc, what was that about?
Ooh,
Did we miss?
you mean as in he gave us the thumbs up?
I don't know.
Oh, I hope so.
He cost my patronage out. I don't know what that means either, but anyway, yeah. If we missed your question, I
There's
apologise.
There's
I
some
have no idea
subtext
what's
going on in this chat. Guess you guys are rich enough. Oi. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just play nicely, people.
Yeah, that's it. No need to be rude. I mean, we're just hanging out. But if you don't like what we do, you can always watch something else. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. So
Yeah. Well, if you don't like what we do, tell us and we'll change. Yeah. We'll do anything you want, man. We're here for you.
talking about music, talking about gear. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Talk about
done
laugh.
for a long time.
Got my DC Junior to join the jam. Yeah, all right, DC Junior. Can't go wrong. Good weapon. Good weapon.
GC. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're great guitars.
Yeah, Double Cut Junior. You nearly got
Man,
one of them, didn't you? Remember that red one?
Oh yeah, I nearly. Man, that was a great guitar. That thing. It was pretty cool. Problem is, like, I don't know if the one pickup thing will satisfy me long term or not. That's one of those things. Occasionally, it's good to have a neck pickup, I think. Yeah, I should really change the strings on this thing. It's still as it was. No one's modded any of the conversation that I've seen. So if your chat didn't come through, there is an auto filter on here as well. So just make sure that whatever you write doesn't have links and it doesn't have any bad language. It all gets filtered out. So
Yeah, there's no courtesy.
oh, Landon's saying he commented on a joke and it's made him upset at the end. Okay, cool. Yeah, Landon's like got the driest sense of humor ever. Just don't take any of what you read in here as offensive. It's all supposed to be fun. So
Yeah.
John, Landon, they all got crazy sense of humor. So
But Doc Amos, Roxy, we appreciated you joining us, mate, and mate, we are a safe space, no judgment.
yeah, you get a lot of Aussies, especially are very. I mean, I know Landon's not, but we're very sarcastic. with our
Aussies and
humour.
Canadians are very similar. We like to take the
there's
piss.
It's a dry
just-
sense of humor. So yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Andrew Collins has asked a couple of times, have we paid the Boss GT 1000, which is Boss's version of the sort of multi-effects, cab sim sort of thing, big floor-based unit. No,
I haven't tried that either.
for no good reason. No good reason.
Probably just that we're not probably that interested in trying it.
Yeah, yes, that's probably
That's what it comes down to.
true.
I think we're a bit sick of stuff that has a million options. It's great
Yeah.
for home recording and all that kind of thing. But
If you want to sort of, or lots of those weird textural reverse gated blah blah blahs. But mate, I just want to plug in and be able to go.
Yeah, with the live streams, usually if they're really long, like this one's probably going to end up being, I'll unlist it afterwards because most people who see it when they're not here complain that they're not going to. I mean, it is what it is. But if you don't, if you're not there when it's live, it's not really that fun to watch back unless they're an hour with timestamps, and I can't timestamp a 3-hour video. It's going to take me 6 hours.
It takes 6 hours. Yeah, forget
yeah, I just can't do that. So I usually unlist them. So if you want to watch them, you can go back through your YouTube history and you'll find it. Or if you have notifications, you'll be able to find it once it's done. Change the strings. I only change them now when they break, pretty much, or if I've got a gig that I haven't done it for a long time. But yeah, this still has the same strings that it came with. Didn't you say your Strat, the Vola, turned up almost in tune, right?
It was in tune. It was absolutely in tune. Crazy.
Unreal.
Just so that's well, Emery packed it beautifully, but also the roasted maple is so stable, so steady. Yeah. It's amazing because it's been through, from the northern hemisphere where I believe it's like 104 degrees, all the way down here where it's like 32 Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Have you played any active pickups? If so, what's the opinion? I don't think I have over the years. I don't think I've played a lefty that had active pickups. I'm trying to think maybe, but
I'm fessing up. It's funny, Doogie Doug. I actually dug out a pick guard with a set of EMG SA pickups in cream with an SPC, which is a Strat Presence Control. I'm actually going to sell them because I went through this phase where I loved that sound. Obviously, David Gilmour had that, and Larry Carlton. Steve Lukather had SAs in his Hum single Valley Arts guitars. And I did love them, but then when I started getting out of rock and into blues, they just didn't sort of do it for me. So they've been sitting around for ages, so I'm going to clean them up and sell it. And for active pickups, well, I just think for the blues, I don't know if there's too many blues guys who are playing with active pickups, but certainly for rock, Michael Beck's.
Yeah, he used to use them. He's active EMGs in his Strat. And
he had a pussy tone. What a wuss. Hey? He's a 95-pound weakling. I'd have smacked him upside the head.
Man, yeah, Empty Promises, the real version. Oh, what a tone. I love that. Yeah. I love his EMG tone. It's funny because I didn't know he was playing EMGs. I mean, look, it is oversaturated. There's lots of sustain. It's not really a typical blues sound, but he's got a mix of the blues rock thing and all that as well.
Yeah.
He was the first guy I remember seeing play those Dr. Z amps. Remember ages ago I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get one of those, but anyway, they're I bet you he was blisteringly loud in the room too. Michael Burks with those kind of amps.
Oh no, the Dr. Z. I've got to dust off my Dr. Z. It's just a big, authoritative, powerful sound. What's this?
So I was just reading this comment from Fishy Paw.
Really plain looking with a solid body.
Craiger, this is something that we should do once we can. I'd love to hear about Dr. Rick's guitar collection. Once we can travel outside of our suburb.
More than 5 kilometres.
I'll come around, man. We'll do a video on your gear rundown.
Okay, no, that would be cool. That'd be our first video out of ISO, but definitely. Gosh. Now, Simon Williams says, in the blues and Dr. Rick, is being in tune when delivered a sign of anything? It's commented on a lot. Well, look, I just think it's a sign of the stability of the instrument, especially if it's come from one hemisphere to the other, over the course of 10 to 14 days in aeroplane hold, sitting on boiling tarmacs, and then arriving down the south in the winter, and you get it out, and it's just like, well, except in tune. So I think it's a sign of the stability of the instrument and the neck and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's I think it's pretty cool.
You know what this place is like, right? How much colder it is here than where I used to live. My guitars never went out of tune at my old place. Never. But in that cupboard, there mustn't be any insulation or whatever, because every time I get them out of there, it takes a while in this room for them to be a bit more reliable. I've never had that before at my old place. It was always like, grab a guitar, it's pretty much still in tune. But that can definitely change it a bit.
It's pretty fresh, isn't it? Yeah, Robert agrees. The roasted maple is legit. I think it, just all the moisture's driven out of it. It's just steady as it's as steady as a rock.
I'm gonna have to get one of those now. I've got plain old maple.
Just take it. Just put it in the oven, man. Take it down your local wood-fired pizza place. Say, hey, stick this in and put some cheese on it. Now, Doc, I hope Doc is still around. There was this. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. We weren't looking at the chat as closely as we obviously should have. Something happened, but
I think
Doc,
he misunderstood a joke, possibly.
Yeah.
There's Landon's like the nicest guy in the world, and his humor is ridiculous. So
we should ban him.
There's no let's ban Landon. Come on, let's ban the mod. Make an example out of it.
Let's take that tool off of him, man.
I was smiling the whole time when I was typing my comment. Landon's like the most sarcastic guy on YouTube. So if you don't take anything personally, and he's not. If someone said he's taking money out of my pocket, I'm like, he donated via super chat as a joke before. So no, don't.
Normally, he gives us 1 cent towards the Pepsi, or as he says, Pespi.
$1.25 Canadian. No, it doesn't. Everything. Everyone in
cool.
here doesn't cause any problems, so it's good.
And Doc Amos, you're cool too, mate. So please, please, come back. Here we are. Kiss. Oh dear.
He doesn't, man. We don't really. How about this? Should we put him in a timeout? We don't. No attacks. Please just keep it clean or leave. Easy, but we'd prefer no one to leave.
Okay. Well, Doc, thanks for joining us anyway, mate. Appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon.
Rock on.
Sorry about that. Look, you know what? We got to cut slack to everyone because everyone's on edge. Everyone's life has been fucked over by this thing. So sorry, excuse the French, but so there's a lot of frustration and I totally get that. So I apologise if you've been upset, Doc, but. We're all here to talk about the things that we love, which is, guitars.
And if it doesn't bother me, whatever music he said in terms of, Landon's helped the channel a lot. So I don't take, I wouldn't take any of that personally.
Yeah.
But anyway, rock on, have a good night.
Yeah.
Does the Oz have an ash body? I think it does.
Ooh.
I could be wrong. I remember reading the specs, but
I can't remember.
Is it
I can't remember, mate.
I'll tell you what. There's links in the, or just type in, what is it? 10 solo music, or just type in type in the guitar. Solo. It'll come up with the specs. I can't remember at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Scroll down. Oh, man. That's enough. Yeah, there you go. So, the text is... What's wrong with my... Chat's not updating. Oh, here it is. Text is hard to convey intent sometimes, especially any type of irony and sarcasm. Absolutely, that's couldn't be better said.
Yeah, that's why Donald Trump shouldn't use Twitter. I reckon. No rage tweeting.
Yeah, we've tried to explain it about 10 times now and he's not listening, so that's enough of that. Yep, absolutely. International audience, absolutely. That's the what?
Good fishy
It's funny.
pool. I'm offended by people that take offence to. Yeah. You know what might clear the air? Why don't we have a jam? Come on,
Yeah,
let's
do
have a
it.
jam. That'll clear the air. Let's do a shuffle in G.
Jamal, you madman.
Thanks, Jamal. Stay well, mate.
I'll chuck it up on the thing here. Thanks, mate. Far out. I'll give you some rhythm as well, Rick. Sorry, mate. About to hit the road. Be listening. Pretty excited for my brother, and hope he will enjoy his musical journey. Awesome stuff, mate. You guys are awesome as always. Thanks for the support, mate. You've been a huge supporter of all this stuff for years, so thanks, mate. And let us know if you get the twin, by the way, too. So thank you. Awesome stuff. Should have really watched what you were playing because it sounded great. Thanks, Joel. That's hilarious, mate. is in the house.
Is he back in the house after the 300 seconds? Cool. I dig that.
Hey, thanks again, Jamal. Cheers, mate. Have a good night. Have a good day, I
Yeah.
should say.
Have a great day, mate. Go and buy an amp. That's what you all can do. That's your homework, people.
I did have a slide somewhere. I saw it when I walked in. It must be on the floor. Oh, it is. It's over there. Any slide thinking, is it, how do you say that? Lowell? Is that how you say that? Lowell George?
Lowell George, yeah, from Little Feet.
Also for the Texas Travel Fund. Thanks, mate. I'll tell you what, the next trip I have away is going to be fun at some point. I'm going to make the most of it. You know, like you always... I think after being sort of locked in for so long, people are going to go... When they get a chance to, they're going to go travel. So thanks, mate. I'm not a very good slide player at all. I'm getting better at it, though. I'm starting to... The problem I always had with it was... I'll grab it. It's just on the floor here.
Grab it, man. Come on.
Unlike playing chords and lead, where you're sort of between the frets, you've got to be on the fret, and it felt like I was always one fret too far. So yeah, I can get some pretty cool tones, but even just something simple like that took me a while to get, because it's a different. Yeah, you literally sort of. You
play right over the fret, don't you? Don't play between the fret.
Yeah, that's right. Your instinct would be, oh yeah, okay, so I'm going to play an A. Here's where my index finger goes. Yeah. But with slide, you've got to be forward a little bit. So you got to be right on the. Well, actually, depends how you play, but yeah, on the fret is different to between it. It's taken me a while to get that feel and be able to mute the rest of the strings and still get a. Yeah, it's cool. I like the sound of slide, but it's definitely posing its challenges.
I sometimes close my eyes when I'm playing the slide, because I find if I look down too much, I sort of start second guessing and then making those little adjustments that make it sound so crap. But I mean, I mostly close my eyes when I play normally anyway, so it's kind of mental. But yeah, I think just tuning your ear to the intonation is the key, and I've tried for years. I just can't do it really well. It just gives me frustration, because I want to pick it up and sound immediately like Derek Trucks or Sonny Landreth, and I don't. I sound more like Derek Smalls or Sonny Bono. But sorry, someone asked about how you're getting on. John Oz asked about the American Original Strat.
Yeah, I accidentally... There we go. I went back to the other comments. So thanks again, Buzz. Appreciate it, mate. I love it. I think it's a great instrument. It's going to be the Strat I have for a long time. There may be others that come and go, but that's the one. You know, like It's funny. As of right now, I'm not interested in even looking at another Strat. I got that. I got the Vola. That's it. I really don't. I'm not interested in looking for more Strats or tallies or anything. It's just they're not. As a lefty, it's really not going to get any better. I could get like a Sir or something, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It's just different. So I'm really happy with what I got.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great guitar.
Yeah, I love it. No buyer's remorse whatsoever. Remorse.
Remorse.
I'm like a mobster from the.
I got buyer's remorse. What?
Isn't that the Tone King's accent? He's got that.
Jersey
thing. Remorse.
Yeah. He calls it a guitar. I bought a new guitar.
So that's something I couldn't, even though that was crap, that's something I couldn't play a few months ago at all. I mean, I haven't been really practicing that much, but I'm getting a feel for it now. So I'm trying to incorporate just simple chord changes over the intro tracks I do now, just as a point of difference. So, Bebop, BB says, do I like SGs? Not really. I like them visually, but I can't get along with them playing wise. I like Rick's Framus, but every SG I've owned, I don't like the fact that they have that neck dive thing.
Yeah.
I also don't like the fact that it feels like I have to reach further to get to the same spot. It doesn't feel right on me. For whatever reason, I'm always second guessing where I am on the fretboard, whereas I can pick up any of the guitars I have and play them and not get confused. So SGs are a bit weird for me. I can appreciate how great they can sound, but not really my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you, Rick?
I like how Angus makes it sound. I love how Derek Trucks makes it sound. And you know what? Tom Bukovac in his latest video makes it sound godlike. But I just, the neck dive thing. And it's very skinny as well.
Yeah, it is.
And, I can just throw it at you. And that's why I love the Framus Felix XG, because it's like an SG in terms of the body, the two horns, but it's got a 58 Les Paul neck on it. It's a big mother.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah. And Robert put an SG in his video thumbnail, and I think everyone got a bit hot and bothered and excited because he was doing an Angus video. But they was going, I expected to see an SG, and they were going on because they were all bruised from not seeing it. But I think Robert had got rid of it a while ago.
I'm not sure if I saw. I think I saw the thumbnail actually, but I don't know if I saw the video or not. Yeah, I'm not really interested in buying vintage guitars at all. Like, one, they're too expensive, and the vintage guitars I've played haven't, with the exception of some of the old acoustics, I haven't been that impressed. I played 60s Gibsons and 70s Fenders, which isn't a good sort of decade for Fender. I don't think the 70s stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I play. Yeah, I'm just not overly. I played a 1960s Gretsch, a Jerry's. I played nothing that really made me go, oh wow, I have to own it. Couldn't care less when it was made as long as it feels good. And, I did a shootout, I think, between a vintage Gibson 335 with P90, so whatever that model was, up against an Eastman, and the Eastman felt better to play.
Yeah,
and it was like a $300 guitar, just because it was in good nick. You know, the frets were good, and I don't know. Vintage guitars just don't interest me at all. I'm not. Well, I don't need the one on my birth date and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't interest me at all. Oh. That's a New York Italian accent. Well, I'm a half Italian, so there we go.
Yeah,
I get away with
guitar. How you doing?
Guitar player and mob boss. Bye, Doc. Have a good night. He's calling other people arseholes for dry sense of humour. Saying that is an arsehole move, so see you, mate. Sleep well. SG. Interesting. Guitar. Hang on. Where was that? Oh, the chat just moved. Here we go. The old SG. Yeah, I don't know. I think people who play rock and roll well, if it suits them, visually I'm not. It's just not something that. I guess this is a bit obscure now, so maybe SG's are. I just find him a bit loud. You know, the horn thing's a bit much for me. I like the visual of someone who it suits.
Come on, you like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my... There you go.
How old? 15, I reckon I was when I started playing.
Yeah. Well, I knew a couple of chords pretty early on in life, like maybe grade 6. I learnt D, A, and E. And
Did you?
The only 3 chords I still know. And then I put it down till the end of, I didn't know that back then. I didn't know that at all. But then I put it down, or I didn't play guitar until pretty much late in high school. I started messing around on the acoustic again, but I didn't really learn much. And then after I left school, I hurt my back, and that's when I started playing guitar more. So I would say like somewhere around 18, 19. I think I turned 19 when I was in the States, and that's what really ignited the love for electric guitar and blues and all that kind of stuff when I was there. So I was into it before that listening, but yeah, blues, I learnt the 12 bar concept when I was away. So on and off, but mostly around that time, 19 or so.
Roy Halcombe, asked what guitar has a guitar logo on the headstock. I can think of one. Charvel guitars had a guitar logo on the headstock, but there must be others. Come on, folks, help us out. What are those got a guitar on the headstock?
Does PRS do any of that stuff?
No, it's got Paul's signature usually, and
I don't know. I don't know any. I can't think of any off. I'm just cheating and looking at my wall, but nah, it's not giving me any help.
what guitars have got a guitar logo on the headstock? No, it's Charvel's the only one I think of, which is played by sort of the 80s sort of hard rock bands.
Yep. I used to know DANE, but then forgot them all. Yeah, they made us play. They made us play recorder at school when I was growing up, and
Oh yeah,
I remember a lot of those. We used to have the sheet music in the notes, and then I remember just being able to play along without it pretty quickly. Like I remember the parts. I wish I could do that on guitar, but I remember working out some of that stuff on guitar when I was a kid too.
yeah.
No, we're not loud at all. We're both wearing headphones, so I'm going directly out of the amp, and Rick's doing pretty much the same, but with a Strymon Iridium. So
I asked Rob. So I've got I use Celestion impulse responses. The impulse responses from the G1265 speaker, and so this is like a quad box with 4 G1265s.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy, man. I'll catch up with you soon. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but don't worry about it. I know you well enough to know that nothing was said.
It's cool.
In anything other than funny humour.
Yeah, people are on edge.
Yeah,
I get that. Lucky it's only
just to go on and on about it for 20 minutes, that was enough. Sorry, what did you just answer?
Are we using how loud are we?
Oh, yeah. So we're literally, other than our voice, this is what we're hearing. There's just nothing. It's the acoustic of the electric guitar. That's it.
That's right.
All right. I'll tell you what, Rick. Let's go for. Do you want to go till 1:30 and then call it 3 hours? Is that enough?
I think so. I think that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 hours already. Jeez. All right. So, all right, 1:30, we're out of here. There's just 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Starting to fade.
Yeah. So Craig Flowers has asked, tell me about the Les Paul. This is a 59 reissue Les Paul, Craig, from the 60th anniversary series. And the colour is called Green Lemon Fade, which looks a bit weird under this light. But it's certainly sort of that sort of golden colour with a bit of green. It's got a pair of custom buckers, unpotted, Elnico 3. I think Elnico 3 or Elnico 2. They're pretty They're not hot pickups by any means. 50s wiring, so it has that, you can get that sort of cleanish. And
Clean. Yeah.
so it cleans up well, and then so it's just a rock and roll beast, but you can play great blues with it too.
Roy's asking, what's your take on an Epiphone Les Paul Custom? I played the Custom Pros. Is that the same guitar? I think they're pretty solid instruments. Yeah, I don't know if if that's a different model to the Custom Pro, but yeah,
it'd
think
be
pretty good.
It'd be sort of the bound body and the bound headstock and
Yeah,
the fancy inlays and
they're
whatnot.
always
No.
black. Those guitars that I've seen as a
Yeah.
lefty, I've never seen any other color. So I don't know if it's the same for righties or not. But they usually got the push pull pots and stuff. I think they're great. I did a review of one last year, and was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
We're gonna get Robert to play a cleaner now. He's gonna turn into a blues guy and forget all his riffs. I was going to make a joke about the colour there, but I won't do it. I'll save it for next time.
I'll throw my toys out of the cot. Come
It
on.
might be green lemon fade, but on the camera it looks... No, I won't.
Yeah, Custom Pro, says Roy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You play with them. No, Epiphone have just lifted their game. Well,
Yeah.
so much. So no, I'd love to. We should go again once we can move around a bit. Wouldn't it be awesome to do a bit of a demo of all the great Epiphones down at Sky? Be awesome.
Yeah, there's so many good righties down there. There's plenty of great guitars down there. Absolutely. But yeah, I think they're really solid guitars. I even did a shootout, I'm pretty sure, against a Gibson, one of the Blueburst ones. So yeah, I think they're really solid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they are expensive in Australia, but they're still less expensive than like Tokai made in Japan guitars or any number of other brands actually. But
Yeah, no, absolutely.
they've gone up a lot. Absolutely. All right. What do we got? What's a good blues rock
Blues
jam?
rock
for you, mate?
jam. Yeah.
I'll give you a groove in E if you want. I was trying to think of the other change, and it wasn't coming. Sorry.
Don't worry, mate. I don't know what I was doing anyway.
Someone asked, where was it? Oh, there we go. Robert says he's just had a Epiphone here and it's super nice. Yeah, they're really cool. Epiphone, the same level as Tokai. In terms of the Japanese guitars, in my opinion, slightly nicer to play, just feel-wise,
Yeah.
but, there's not a lot in it when you're talking about the Epiphone Pro, like those sort of higher-end ones. If you're talking about the Epiphone entry-level guitars, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, the Japanese Tokais are right up there with the Gibbos, I reckon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ibanez is a brand that, I played a few of their guitars recently. I mean, I've had one of their basses for a long time, but I'm a big fan of that Prestige. It's a beautiful
Prestige guitar. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know what that's from. What's that from?
It's from Step Brothers.
Oh, okay. I still haven't seen that. I got to watch that.
Haven't you? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You've got to watch that. Yeah.
I almost forgot how it went. I know you hated that song. ESP is a brand. ESP look like they make great guitars, but I haven't played a left yet, so...
No, that's
what happened?
Sorry. Jamal just got a speeding ticket. I hope that's not true. Oh, no.
Oh, man. He must have been rushing down to the guitar shop to get that twin.
Oh, no.
Far out.
I hope he didn't.
Oh, yeah, he did. He's not happy.
Oh, no. What? Come on.
Right. It's probably not good to be on the phone. You probably got your bloody phone set up and... oh, man. Drive safe. That sucks.
Playing. He's just messing with us.
Oh, thank God. I was going to say, that's no good.
Hey, that sounds like Led Zepp, man.
Hope not. I was thinking of, what's that, there's a riff in my head somewhere there, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, mate, is that a telly or what? Come on. That sounds heavy metal.
That's the sound. What's that? One riff, I know. You ever heard that White Zombie song, More Human Than Human?
No, I've never been into Mr. Zombie.
It's got this it's got the best metal slide playing you've ever heard. It's just this repetitive riff. It's a great hook. Yeah, it's got this. It's great, even if you don't like the style.
Sounds absolutely savage.
That dude was such a great player from White Zombie. Shane's going. I actually like Metallica. I just never learned any. remember when I first heard that that what was it called, the Black Album? Is that what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was there were two albums I took away from my first trip to Florida. It was that, and it was Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails. It's like, man, what a great album. There you go. Bill wants to buy your guitar strap. Man, it'll be all stanky after Rick's.
You know what? Absolutely. It's full of my sweat, but also, perhaps more importantly, there's some of Warren Haynes' sweat in there too. Which
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bill, uncomfortable truth that you're going to hear now is I go to sleep sniffing this, just thinking of Government Mule.
Pots different on left-handed guitars. Usually, like, there's a lot of people that say you need left-handed pots. I've never replaced any of my pots with lefty pots. I've just bought pots.
Is that a thing? Is it like a left-handed doorknob, or is it actually
pretty
a thing?
much. It's kind of like the way when they're reversed, all the wiring's mirrored basically from it's a right-handed wiring job. That's why they roll the wrong way. This is my understanding of it. Fender make their guitars they orient the wiring to be a left-handed, like it's like the the exact opposite, as opposed to just giving us the right-handed Gibson wiring. So any replacement pots I've ever used, I've never sought out a proper lefty one. They've been fine. So a lot of people say you got to get a lefty pot, but I've never bothered. I've just bought Emerson Pro pots, and they've been good. All the Mojo ones, whatever.
Yeah.
From that crappy riff. I don't know where that came from.
I think we're out of gig fitness. Like we haven't played a 2-hour gig for too freaking long. So
we're blow our voices out first first time back
We
too, I
will.
reckon.
We will, I think so. It's crazy. So, guitarist said, "Man, you just nailed the AC/DC tone on a telly. That's kind of crazy."
Who nailed it? Me?
It must be. You just nailed that AC/DC tone. So there you go.
No, that would be you, mate. I was playing about as clean as it gets right there. No, but that must have been your sound, mate. No way, that was.
Avant-garde.
Yeah.
Proteus, that's an interesting name. Proteus is a bacteria that causes an atypical urine infection in women.
Probably
Proteus
something out of like the what's it? You know, the Alien universe or something. You know,
It could be. Yeah, it's cool. Wherever it comes from, I dig it.
All right, we might call it a night. What do you reckon? It's close to 1:30.
It's 3:23, so we've got
My eyes starting to go.
an hour and 37 minutes to go, mate. You can get there. Come on.
No way. Well, how long have we been going? 3.5 hours. I'd say that's ample enough. I used to love that song.
I am still thinking about you.
That's a high school song for me, that one.
Yeah. What about?
Or just after high school. It's around there. I don't know what that is.
Her name is Joelle.
You know what band used to be great for like about 2 years and no one ever heard of them again? Remember that Presidents of the USA? Remember that band? They used to do that Mac 5 song. Yeah.
She's not. That was so cool, wasn't it?
Hey, thanks, Robert. Take it easy, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out.
Good on you, Robert.
We'll catch you soon.
Absolutely.
And we've got Musical Highways out of here as well. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone for
Thanks for
being
all
a
those
part of
super
this.
chats too, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do another one of these next week. But yeah, we're starting to get to the point where the night is catching up with the brain. It's like, oh, all right. Yeah, Peaches. That was the other song too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
They had all this weird...
It's a trio too.
the guitars like had 3 or 4 strings on them. Sort of
Oh.
open tunings and whatnot. It was very, very cool.
Ah, there you go. So it's the Greek god of the sea. So it's not a bacteria infection,
Oh,
urinary
well, there you
infection,
go.
or whatever you said it was.
Yeah, yeah. Proteus
It forever
mirabilis.
will be now, though. That's it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, you hang around in women's bladders.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll be getting out of here. But if we missed your question, I apologise. We're going to leave the stream probably unlisted afterwards anyway. So if we didn't get to your question, just write it down and I'll
Join us
reply
next
at some
time.
point.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do a Saturday night one. Saturday night in the States, do you reckon? Or in the Northern Hemisphere?
That'll be like, isn't that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that'll be
If
Sunday
we
morning.
do it,
here.
say next Sunday morning our time or something.
Yeah,
Which is
around
so long.
10
It's
or
a whole
11.
week. Can we last without it?
You'll be fine, mate. It'll give you something to look forward to instead of poking holes and whatever it is else it is that you say you do at work.
No, it's cool. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We'll see you
Like I
again.
said, sorry.
No, go for it, mate.
I was just going to say if you want to feature any of your gear photos, I'd be keen to see some.
yes.
So shoot them through
Yes.
over the email.
Yeah,
and,
that will be very cool.
Yeah, I'm sure I got a few of them sitting there already, hopefully. So, yeah, I'll check that out in a moment. But, yeah, thanks again for all the support, everybody. I appreciate it. And, yeah, we'll catch you. I haven't really got any other videos scheduled, so I'll have to start working on one coming up pretty soon. But,
Oh, come on, let's brainstorm a 24-hour stream.
Rick will try that. We'll use all our StreamYard credit up in one day. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd be into that. But I tell you what, you've certainly solved the sound thing. I reckon it's the amp, mate. And I reckon it sounds great.
It did it on your end to me too, though. Remember? It was...
Oh, yeah?
It's not doing it tonight. So I've got audio processing off. You must have it on. Maybe that's
Yeah,
the
I
combo.
do.
And I'll stay away from
What day is
Take
it?
it easy, Beck.
It's Monday in Melbourne, Australia. It's 1:30 on Monday morning.
Yep.
It's a good way to start the week, I think, with a rock and roll.
That's it.
But no, thanks all for joining. Appreciate it.
Take care, guys. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Thanks again.
Cheers. See you soon.